Hello, hello, hello. How are we all? Why is my throat so scratchy? Hopefully the volume balance is about right. If it's not, I will tweak it some more. How are we all doing today? People of the internet, what is going on? How's your Tuesday been? No, wait, it's Wednesday today. It's Wednesday. The bank holiday's throwing me off because we had Monday off work here in England. And the whole week is in disrepair. I'm going to spend the entire week being the wrong day. Anyway, we're going to play some FM today. Hopefully you guys are good. I think we should be all okay in terms of setup because I haven't actually recorded a video since the last stream that we did, which was like 4 hours long. And that will actually be going out on YouTube soon. Although, annoyingly, the end of the Twitch VOD was muted. It's only like the last 10 minutes of a 4-hour stream, so it's not the end of the world. But today, I'm recording as I stream so that if it does get muted for whatever reason, we should be all good. So yeah, hopefully everyone is okay today. We're continuing on with the Liverpool save, which when I left you previously, we just beat Man City 4-1. I've actually played 6 games kind of just off stream, and they've gone quite well actually. They've gone quite well indeed. Yeah, hopefully we can kind of just keep things going. That's going to be the big aim today. And yeah, we'll see how we get on, I guess. But yeah, hopefully everyone is good today. Oh, I did not mean to press that button. There we go. Okay, I'm still a noob at this streaming stuff. Right, what I was going to show you is the players that we signed. Because I actually signed some players. Amazing. Yeah, I bought Moise Keane, you know, that really good regen that Dr. Benji recommended. £15 million, and then you got shin splints. It's not ideal. Not ideal. You know, you spend £15 million on a youngster. I'm going to say as well, £15 million bargain. Loving that. But hopefully you guys are all okay today. And also, it's really hot today. Like, uncomfortably hot here in England. And I've got the Ramdoiter hat here. I'm not going to wear it for obvious reasons. But it is here. So that's good. Oh, I'm glad this tactic's working out for you, Lintons. I am going to put this tactic up on the workshop at some point for people to try out. Because it is different. Different's the word I'll use to describe it. But, yeah, it's going okay. The save as a whole. I will say, yes, we did lose 1-0 to Hull. And then we did lose to Middlesbrough. I'm going to blame it on fixture congestion. And I'm going to say that I didn't care about the EFL Cup. Even though last year, I did win it. So maybe I should have cared about it more. See, I don't know if it's not... I'm in the south of England. It's like a different climate to like Scotland. It's just too hot today. It's too hot. It's probably my flat as well. My flat is ridiculously hot. I have a desk fan. You can't see it. It's out of shot over there. I don't want to turn it on because you guys will end up with a load of horrible noise down the mic. So, yeah, maybe I should... I can't turn on the fan. It'll be too noisy. Scotland isn't in England. It basically is, isn't it? Same difference. I didn't do a team talk. That wasn't very clever. I will say, I went to Scotland for the first time last year. It's a lovely place. But I was in a bed and breakfast and there was these people speaking with a really thick accent and I assumed they were Dutch. Turned out they were Scottish. That was awkward. So the skin that I'm using here is my own custom skin. If you go on YouTube and search work the space skin, you'll find it. It won't like have a picture of my skin pigment, to be clear. It will literally be my Football Manager skin. And in terms of graphics, I get all of mine from Sort It Out SI. Hey, Ruddy, what's going on, dude? Good to see you in the chat. Are you still playing FM? I hope you are, Rud. We've not spoken in forever, but yeah, good to see you in the chat, dude. Hey, like, they've had one shot and it goes in after 14 minutes. We've had 7 shots in 14. Like, we're dominating. And then Winston Reid scores that. My skin looks normal, maybe a bit pale. Are you saying you don't like the lighter skins? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, I like darker skin in FM. Let's not go down that route. It's such an immature joke. Like, I've heard so many times by people in my own chat, and I always think it's a really stupid joke. And then I make... It's not even a joke, really. It's just a really stupid reference. So what else is stupid? When you concede from Moreno doing a shitty clearance and then they get a deflected shot and it goes in. How was work today? It wasn't too bad, thank you, Route 1 Gaming. It was not too bad. Obviously, it's fairly late for tonight's stream, so I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming for. It probably won't be that late because I have work tomorrow morning. But I thought we'd just, sit down, settle down, get comfortable. I've watched the debate on the BBC. I've had some Domino's pizza. And, get comfortable. Oh, score that. Oh, my. Is he just missed an open goal? Someone's Moreno's offside. Called in sick tomorrow. See, that would be okay, except a lot of my colleagues follow me on Twitter, and if they go, oh, Jack's off sick today, well, really? Well, I saw him last night streaming on Twitch at midnight. Doesn't really work. Anyway, Firmino's actually learnt to score. Hopefully, his shooting boots are on for today's stream, because previously, he wasn't very good. That's the polite way of phrasing it. He wasn't very good, was he? I swear all you eat is Domino's. I love Domino's. My favourite ones are the ones with two singular dots on. The double one Domino. That's definitely the most nutritional. Which team do I work for in Creative Cinema? I work on the Total War team in cinematics and marketing. It's a bit of everything. But yeah, I can't, obviously, if you don't know, I work for a game studio, so I can't talk that much about my job. Obviously, there's stuff that I literally can't say, so I don't really talk about it too much when I stream. But yeah, it's a cool job, and I really enjoy working in the games industry. And of course, it all started here in little old Football Manager when I went and got a job there testing Football Manager. So I'm going to be streaming till, I want to say midnight, but it'll probably end up being 1 in the morning because this is one of my streams. I did sell Mane. We sold Mane last stream for 70 million smackaroonies to PSG, and I thought that was going to be the big sale. And then Jordan Henderson went to Man City for 85 million. Federico crossed that in. Oh, that's a lovely goal. Okay, panic over, everyone. We're going to fight back in this one. I will work across both games. Route 1 Gaming. Well, both teams. Jack, who are Liverpool going to sign over the summer? I'm just looking into my crystal ball. Dominic Solanke. That's already happened. No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. You're joshing me. No, I don't know. Who would I like to see Liverpool sign? A left back. I mean, I actually wouldn't hate Gael Clichy, as odd as that sounds. We've taken Milner from Man City. Why not take another left back from Man City? Also, come back from 2-0 down. Was it 2-0 in this game? It was 2-0 in this game. We come back from behind. I can show the transfer history after this game. It's not going too bad, thank you, Rud. I did the first season of Save just off stream. I wasn't really planning on streaming it. But I really enjoyed streaming last time we streamed. I was just doing a test because my PC went bang. But the first season we missed out on Champions League football by 2 goals. It was goal difference that stripped us of a chance for Champions League football. And yeah, we won the AFL Cup last year. We didn't do too well in the other competitions we were in. We're going okay at the moment in the Europa League. In the league, we're going really strong. We've only lost 2 games after about 8 or so games, but one of those losses came against Hull. Not ideal. But West Ham are going really strong at the moment. They're 5th in the league, so to come back as we have done in this game is really impressive. And also, they've only had 2 shots on goal all game, and one of them was a deflected shot. So I'm pretty happy with how this game's going at the moment. I'm going to make a few changes here and there. Just get some fresh legs on. I'll show you the tactic after this game. Oh, I should point out as well, this is the 2nd season here at Liverpool. So, yeah. So how did Henderson go for 50 mil? For 85 mil. Well, the reason that 50 mil's on my mind is because Manchester City, I was streaming at the time, Manchester City came in and went 53 million, and I went 85, kind of tongue-in-cheek. And then they went okay. And it was deadline day, and I hadn't really planned to sell Jordan Henderson, but at the same time, I wasn't sure where he was going to fit into my team. I was looking at playing him right back. Kind of a modern-age Jimmy Milner. So, yeah, when I got an £85 million offer, it was kind of worth it. Yeah, Bernardeschi is doing very well for a panic buy, as someone pointed out, because when they sold Henderson, it was kind of a case of, okay, we have £85 million to spend, we should probably spend it. So I was pretty happy with that. I am working tomorrow, Moss. Liverpool are about to sign Salah. The amount of players that Liverpool have been about to sign over the years, I'm just not getting my hopes up. I feel like I'm almost as pessimistic as Jubb about Liverpool at times. I feel like I'm like one of the most pessimistic fans in the world, and then I see you, Jubb, on Twitter. And it warms my heart, because it's just like I'm not the only person who's just annoyed at everything. Jack, have you played PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds? I haven't. Everyone at work is playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and I'm not, because my PC can't really run it. It probably could run it now, actually, because I know they've done some optimization stuff. But, yeah, my PC's a little bit old at this point. I'm trying to save pennies to get a new PC sorted in the not-so-distant future. Am I going to stream Motorsport Manager again? I might do in the future, but 3 minutes ago I uploaded a Motorsport Manager video to YouTube. If it went live. I mean, let's hope YouTube's not buggered, because I can't really fix it at the moment. But yeah, there should be a new Motorsport Manager video up as we speak. Jack, as a person coming out of uni with a computer science / program degree, how do you get into the games industry? So the way I got into the games industry was I was about to graduate and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. If you don't know what I did digital design at university, which is kind of a very loose degree, I guess. I kind of wanted to do some good games, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So on a whim, I applied for a job testing Football Manager, which I think they have jobs open at the moment testing Football Managers. So if you like Football Manager and you want to get in the games industry, I encourage you to try it out. But I worked at Sports Interactive for 8 months, which is pretty much a whole testing cycle. I joined the company in kind of August time, and I worked through until it must have been about March, April time. And the reason I left was basically because I was having to commute an hour and a half into London, an hour and a half out, and I was working on minimum wage as a game tester in London. And don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Football Manager, but like 8 months of testing, like it does get to you a little bit, and I just wasn't cut out for it. And there's some people I know who were working as game testers when I was there who are still doing it, and like I mean massive credit to them, because it's a really tough job. It sounds like it's easy, but it is. It's long days at times. You know, you will work stupid overtime testing games just in general. But I decided that I kind of had enough, and then kind of out of the blue, less than a month after I left that job, I got contacted by someone at Creative Assembly, who are also a game studio in England whose games are published by Sega, which is the same as Football Manager. So, you know, I was a Sega employee before, technically. And so I imagine I was in their database. They were probably looking through for someone to kind of work on Total War. And they found me, someone who obviously already worked for Sega, had a digital design degree, and also I did A-level history. I'm really into my history. So it was kind of just a natural fit, and so I just applied for that job that way, and that's how I landed kind of where I am now, really. Obviously, it's progressed a bit over the last 2 years that I've been at the studio. But I feel like if you're graduating and you want to get into the games industry, 2 things. First, like if you're going into an arty and designy course, position, you've got to have an absolutely sick portfolio. Like, your portfolio's got to absolutely smash it. You know, get familiar with industry tools, get familiar with Maya, get familiar with stuff like Marmoset for getting really nice high quality renders. You know, try and develop it yourself and kind of build up a portfolio in your own time. And the second bit of advice I give to you is basically, you know, take any opportunity you can. If it means being a game tester and not going immediately into an arty designy job, if you're a programmer and you'd love to do coding for games, you know, if you can go in as a tester and actually help the programmers because you have some knowledge of programming, you will stand out amongst all the other testers. And it's like any job, really. You know, it has the natural kind of ladder you have to climb. And I think the hardest thing, as with a lot of industries, really, is kind of just getting your foot in the door somewhere and kind of getting that first leg up. And sometimes it happens by luck. Sometimes you really have to work for it. I kind of feel like in my case, it was, you know, a bit of both, really. I got really lucky with the fact that I was kind of picked up and kind of approached for, you know, and told about these jobs that were available that I should be applying for. But at the same time, you know, obviously I made that look by making that decision that I was happy to work on minimum wage in central London testing video games because I wanted to go and work in the video games industry. And at the same time that I took the job at Football Manager, I actually had a few other job offers to work in more creative industries on more money in cheaper areas of England, which I turned down because I knew what I wanted to do. And yeah, as I said, I feel like, you know, get a great portfolio, build up, you know, any little projects you can show, any little indie games, they will impress game developers. And yeah, it's just about kind of carving out an opportunity for yourself and then taking it when it comes your way, I guess. My Motorsport Manager video didn't go live. Right, let me check this one sec. Panic. Hey, Citrian, what's going on, dude? Why did it not go live? I'm sorry. The game is playing in the background. It's a Europa League game. Oh, it's still processing on YouTube's end. It's like it's quite a big video file. I thought it'd be processed by now. And yeah, it's not processed yet, but it will go live soon. The uni I went to is the University of Hull. I hope that answers your question for the person who asked about kind of the games industry. Obviously, it's a really competitive industry, but you just gotta work hard. Okay, so the Motorsport Manager video will be coming soon, TM. It's on its way when YouTube decides to kind of deliver it by pigeon. Imagine if YouTube videos are actually delivered by pigeon. Like, you had the URL on a bit of paper you had to type out. But your copying and pasting was never invented. I wonder if there's a parallel universe where that's a thing. The inconvenience of not being able to copy and paste. I wouldn't be able to live in that world. My mind comes up with weird thoughts. Making food before bed. Making food... What, like a bowl of cereal, Citrin? I assume you're not making kind of a 5-course meal now. When did we score? I wasn't paying attention. It was Federico again. The greatest panic buyer in history. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube's taking... Well, I do know. I was about to say, I don't know why YouTube's taking so long to process the Motorsport Manager video. It finished uploading about half an hour ago, but the actual video file was about 2 gigabytes. So that's probably why. These guys have really weird names. I mean, it is a Polish team, I guess. If you're Polish, please don't be offended by that. I see a concoction of letters that just don't go together in like English words and I get scared. What would you say about wanting a job in digital marketing but having no business management degree? Look to get yourself a creative opportunity if you can, and then see if you can find a foothold that way. There are people who well, I've worked with within different jobs in the games industry who they work, say, within the brand team, within the marketing team, and not all of them have marketing degrees. Some of them, they come up, they'll work within the community team, they work within outreach, get in contact with players, and they find a foot for themselves then, and they develop that further. How did I become friends with Dr. Benji? He messaged, this is a true story. Dr. Benji tweeted me out the blue saying, "What does Boston, Norwich and Pilgrim Hospital have in common with you?" Now, if you don't know, my family is like mostly from Norwich originally, although, that's only one half my family. I was brought up in Boston and I was born in Pilgrim Hospital. It turns out Ben was born in the same hospital as me. Most of his family's from Norwich. And for a period of his life, he kind of lived and had family in the Boston area. So I thought, who is this creep tweeting me? This was like in 2013, so Ben didn't have like streaming or YouTube or anything. And I'd only really just started my channel. I was thinking, who's this geezer? And then somehow I decided it was a good idea to chat to him. And we've just been really good friends since then. I didn't mean to tell the players I wasn't happy there. But now they're really all... I'm sorry, boys. It was a great performance. I'd misclicked. That should be like a follow-up team talk. Is sorry, boys, misclick. Michael Keane wants a new... talk to your agent, mate. Get rid of him, thank you. We've hired Croissant. Or is it Croissant? It's probably Croissant. I'm going to call him the Croissant, though. It's not even how you spell Croissant. Yo, Gendo, what's going on, dude? So that's like how me and Ben met anyway, is he messaged me out the blue and somehow I decided to respond and we just started playing a few games together. I used to, well, I was still at uni at the time, so I used to just play games all day. Those were the days. But I think that's why like the draft modes when me and Ben kind of work is because we've known each other for years. We've met up a few times in real life, been to a few football matches together, so it's kind of just like it's just like two people who kind of already know each other. I feel like I sometimes get people asking like, "Oh, Jack, can you do a draft mode video with me?" And it's kind of like, I feel like the reason that videos work when you have two people like recording together, be it a podcast, be it kind of some kind of dual commentary kind of thing, is because those two people know each other, and so that you kind of get quite comfortable interactions. It's kind of just doing a draft with someone randomly. Not only is it a little bit time consuming, and with me working 9 till 5 and doing videos most days and stuff, I don't have a lot of time in reality. But I just don't know how good those videos would be. I feel like they'd just be a little bit awkward. Yeah, Marky man, the video will go live soon. It's just I can't do anything about it. It's YouTube processing the Motorsport Manager video. What did I do at university? I did digital design. It had a different name to it. It was design for digital media. It was digital design. It's just all the same. How did you get to know Kino? So funny story. Me and Kino, how many years ago now? It was before Black Ops 1 came out. So what, 8 years ago? Me and Kino were both on like a gaming forum called Digital Warfare 24/7, and they had like what was called the media team at the time. Now Digital Warfare 24/7 actually used to be quite a big news site for Call of Duty, a bit like Charlie Intel is now, if you're familiar with your kind of COD. So I met Kino through that like 8 years ago, and we've just been kind of friends ever since, really. My course wasn't really to do with game design, no. It was more kind of general design. My players are getting a little bit tired, but it's the Merseyside Derby. Can we get an ooh in the chat? Ooh. There we, yeah. Can we get some oohs in the chat, maybe? Also, I will say now, get your score predictions in. Merseyside Derby, away from home at Goodison Park. I'm dropping Dele Alli. I can't drop Dele Alli. He's been playing unreally lately, and Wijnaldum's been a bit poo. Although I could bring in Grujic, and Keita's almost back, so that's the good news. He'll be back in just under 2 weeks. Did we get any oohs in the chat? We did get some oohs in the chat. Excellent. Thank you for your oohing. So this is what I consider my best 11 normally, although I realise now that my team that I saved as my best 11 is a little bit outdated because it's from when I had Henderson at the team, and he's not at the club anymore, so you can't really be in the best team. I think we'll put in Alexander-Arnold. Go with that. I don't know actually. Alexander-Arnold we don't really need. We could probably get a more attacking player. Do I want Ben Woodward? Woodburn. Woodworm is what I almost said. It's Woodburn Jack. I'm thinking of Woodworm cricket bats. I did work for Sports Interactive. (3-1 Liverpool, 3-0 Liverpool, 3-2 lose. I'll tell you what I'm upset about. And Lejuba Pokemon, your name was just I probably butchered your name, I'm sorry. Your name's reminding me of it. This year, this month of May, is the 2nd May in the last 12 years that a main series Pokemon game hasn't been announced. For the last 12 years, with the exception of 2011, a Pokemon game's been announced in May. And I have a Switch, I have a 3DS, I am a bit of a Pokemon fan. Nintendo, where are we here? Like, you're breaking my little heart. I got my hopes that May is the month where you make my dreams come true. You've got an hour and 45 minutes to cheer me up. I'm serious now. I can't do it. Surprised you know about Woodworm. Do you like cricket then? Yes, I used to play cricket. Many years ago, I played wicketkeeper. Used to be number 4 in the batting as well. Back in my prime. We're losing 1-0. It's not gone great. Who are you voting for, Jack? It's a good question. Do I want to bring politics into Twitch chat? I don't know if I do. I'll say who I'm voting for, and I'm sure it will split opinions a little bit. But I am someone who, largely, I am a swing voter. I am someone who, in the previous election, I voted for based off what I thought at the time. And like I will do the same this year, and that is one of the reasons why I'll be voting Labour this year. Now, hundreds of people to leave. I don't want to talk about it, and I'm not going to try and justify the reason I'm going to vote the way I'm going to vote. All I'd say is that if you're not registered to vote, you should be. Obviously, it's too late now, so there's no point in me doing an appeal. But I don't want to start a big kind of political discussion in the chat. But if you are engaged in politics, I am glad that you are doing so, and we'll leave it at that. I like the way the chat now explodes with different kind of opinions. But I don't want to turn this into obviously a political chat. I'm not someone who is going to kind of, what would you call it, like push my views onto others. I'd encourage you to kind of, inform yourself and vote accordingly. I actually thought the chat would be more negative than that, but I guess it's kind of a younger vote. Oh my gosh, Coutinho! I've just clapped. I'm sorry, I get excited when I clap. If we come back from behind, the Ramdoya hat's going on. Asensio recycles the play, gets it in. Bobby nods it down. Coots, one touch, bang. Oh, in off the upright. I might vote for the Welsh party. Can you even vote for the Welsh party, like, in West Sussex? I mean, I assume not. They probably don't have a representative. I mean, it's obvious the answer. I don't even know why I'm asking it. I feel like someone for a troll. Like, what is the most trolly party you could, like, scrawl on a piece of paper? Like, Monster Raving Loony Party? You know, just vote for a party that's been extinct for however many votes. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to talk about politics, and now we're going to go a goal down, aren't we? Defend... Donna. What is that, man? What is this tactic on the Steam Workshop? It's not yet, but I do want to get it on the Steam Workshop so that other people can give it a go and let me know how they get on. Because I've had pretty good success with this tactic. It's a bit different to other stuff. And it's worked out okay. How much did Donnarumma cost me? I spent 30 million on him. Right, we need to panic, do changes now. Bobby, you've played awful. Ronaldo. Woodburn, come on for Federico. Dele Alli. More like Smelly Alley. Great insult, Jack. Well played. We'll bring on Origi. We're changing the front three. We're getting on the youngsters. This is a moment in time where I wish I could bring on my under-23 coach, Chesky, on off the bench. We're going to lose here. I mean, we've not played that great. I want to still believe, but we're passing the ball backwards. That's annoying. I'm just a bit sad now. I wasn't paying enough attention to the game. Hey, Luco, what's going on, dude? How are you doing today? At least we received $500,000 from the Benteke deal, right? So there was a few people asking about transfers. I'll show them on screen. Take a screenshot. Use photographic vision. But big transfers that we brought in first year. I guess Trippier and Robertson were kind of good backups. Donnarumma came in. Thiago Maia came in. Michael Keane came in. Chow came in. He's not really had a great impact. And Marcus Edwards is just a good young English player who I'm hoping can develop into something really useful for us. And then this year we brought in Dele Alli, Keita, Federico Bernardeschi, Marco Asensio. I guess Teo Hernandez is a pretty decent signing as well. A few regens in there. In terms of sales, Milner and Sturridge went out first year. Lucas and Lovren left halfway through the year. And then this summer I sold Mane for 70 million. Lallana for 25 million in the last year of his contract. Henderson went out for 85 million to Man City on deadline day. And we got 14 million for Andre Wisdom and 10 million for Joe Gomez. That's some okay money there. Save yourself some time and rename the stream Bobby, you've been awful. Firmino was good in my first season, and ever since I started streaming, he's getting a little bit scared. A little bit scared, yeah, it's the pressure. I'm fortunate in the sense that money isn't too much of a worry here at the moment. What is Keane arguing about? Mate, I said you weren't getting a new contract. You sacked your agent. At least Bastoni's benefited from your influence. I mean, silver linings. My squad's pretty big, but there's a lot of players who are happy to be backups here, and a lot of them are young players in their early kind of 20s. So I'm not too concerned yet about squad. I think the only player who's complained about lack of first team football is Sacco, which I don't know. I'm kind of settled on Matip and Michael Keane as my kind of back two, and so players like Chow and Sacco I kind of just expect to moan. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 out of 10. I've not watched Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Is that a bad thing? The last film I went to see was Alien Covenant, and it's just, I don't want to ever go to the cinema again. Because the film was bad, not because like something traumatic happened at the cinema, to be clear. I wanted to like Alien Covenant. Do I want to talk about spoilers? Is it too soon to talk about spoilers for Alien? Is there anyone sat in the chat now who hasn't seen it, who's going to see it? Because I don't want to ruin it for you, but I could rant about that movie. There's just so many flaws with the movie. Like, there's so many twists that they try and do, and they're just all horrifically obvious. Like, and I don't know if that was like their intentions. Just every little bit of it. And the thing that annoyed me actually is Prometheus. I didn't like as an Alien movie, but I didn't completely hate it as a movie. And Covenant basically took what could have been an interesting kind of play on from Prometheus and just kind of whisked over it. You know, they kind of just, the whole thing about what happened at the end of Prometheus, it's kind of like, oh, this happened and now, you know, we're in the future. It's just like, there's a movie in between these two movies that should have happened, probably would have been quite interesting. And instead you've given me a film where I don't give a fuck about the crew, and there's only one character that anyone will ever remember from, well, two characters, but it's one character, you know what I mean. There's only one character people who are actually going to remember from this film. I just noticed we have Saunders as in Spencer Owen's brother Saunders in our youth team. Interesting. Strange world. Football Manager's world. But yeah, there's just so many issues with Covenant. Like, the end of the film literally made no sense, other than to kind of do the evil little twist at the end, which wasn't really a twist. Going to be shooting until about midnight, so about another hour and a half. Okay, Brighton today. Is this in the league? It is. We had a week break, right? Yeah, we did. Okay. Why is Keane unhappy? Stop moaning. I'm just complaining about everything today. Don't mind me. All the hashtag players are in the game. They are indeed, and so devs past, present, and future. No, not future. That'd be weird. But so are all the devs at Sports Interactive. I used to be in it. I don't think I'm in it anymore, which is really sad. I used to be a face in the game. I had my fun with myself last year though at Gibraltar Apex, so I can't complain. You know, I had a nice save of having a full career with my face in the game. I don't feel like you can ask for much more like that than that. Do I still watch cricket? I don't watch anything like as much as I used to. I used to watch a lot of cricket. As I said, I used to play it. I used to play wicketkeeper and kind of bat at number 4 or 5. But I don't have I feel like I occasionally watch the old T20 game, but I just don't have the time to like follow a series. Also, looking forward to seeing what the goalkeeper did here in the 3D match engine. I didn't lose in the Champions League qualifiers. I finished 5th. I finished 2 goals away from the... I mean, what is the goalkeeper doing? He's tripped over the ball. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's a goal for us. See you later, Football Mad Sam. Thanks for tuning into the stream, dude. I just realised something. I've not had my... I think all my notifications should be working. Can someone tell me, when people have been hitting follow, has it been popping up on the stream? It should have been automatically if my settings all saved from the last stream we did. But I don't know if that's the case. Have we been getting follower notifications? Moreno, do something beautiful. Oh, Coutinho, it gets in the back of the net eventually. Jib, have you never seen a player trip over a ball that hits the post before? Oh, it is working. Look, Marky Man, thank you for the follow, dude. I hope you're enjoying the stream today. It's working a treat. Although we're on the... I've just realised we're on the wrong overlay here. If I click... Is it this one? Now, this might go wrong. Trust... You've got to believe me here. That's the wrong one. Why is the webcam frame not around me? I'm confused. One sec. Let's sort this out. There we go. Now I have a frame around me. Now I feel at one with the world. Why was that different before? It's 1-1 at the break. That's not great, if we're being honest, boys. Right, let's see what we can do. Yo, D-Nick Fro. I still don't know how to say no. I just call you D-Nick Fro at this point. Good to see you in the chat though, dude. How you doing? You can go to bed if you want. I won't judge you. Although I will be disappointed. They've not even had a clear-cut chance. Oh, okay. David Stockdale should have got there. Hey, Spinny, what's going on, dude? How are you doing today? Asensio, what a ball in. He is looking like he's going to be a great little sign. Was it Dele Alli scored a few headers for me this year already. Keane's on a booking. Now, Keane, you know, he's asked for a transfer or a wage rise. I've not given it to him. He's unhappy. He's on a booking. In the Football Manager world, this should just be a straight red card that he gets in a second. So I'm going to take him off now and just play it safe. Sacco wants first team football. Hey, Newbie Gaming, what's going on, dude? Hey Fredster, how are you doing? Hey Jack, any new YouTubers that you found recently? Are we talking Football Manager YouTubers or YouTubers in general? Because I'll hold my hands up and confess now. I don't watch a lot of Football Manager on YouTube. I used to. But I just find I've watched my fair share, I guess. There's still the odd series that I'll catch now and then, but I'm not kind of glued to any one series. Do you think of the best channels I found recently on YouTube? Has there been any channels I found and like I've gone, that's incredible? Oh, what's his name? Is it Mike Sedano? That's probably the best channel I found recently. Mike Sedano. I think that's right. If you don't know about that channel, or if you do know about that channel, you'll know why it's such a great channel. We're in our second season at the moment, Newbie Gaming. Right, we might as well do our last few subs and just get the younger players on for a bit of football. Woodburn can come on. Grujic will bring on as well for Emre. Well, 3-1's an okay result. We could still score again, I believe. Dele Alli, hit it. Sacco. I mean, Woodburn. He scored! It's the end of the game. It's the end of the game. That was an okay performance. I can't get too angry at them. So we're playing Lech again in the Europa League. Now we've won our first 3 games in the Europa League, so we're actually in a position where I think a win here might be enough to guarantee us a space through to the next round. So that's a nice position to be in. Doing okay in the league as well. You know, we're aiming for top 4 this year. We look on course to get that. How are you guys all doing anyway today? I will say thank you to everyone who's watching. We're at like 270 viewers, which, I mean, I don't stream very often. I streamed earlier on this, well, it was like, yeah, I guess it was this week. It was on Monday. We streamed during the day for 4 hours. I do have the recording of that, and it is on YouTube, ready to get uploaded at some point. But, yeah, I might start uploading this kind of stream if I kind of do it semi-regularly with Liverpool, because it's quite a fun little save, really. Have I discovered some Mozambican talent yet? Not yet. One day I will. Anyway, hopefully we can get a good result against Lech. Oh, let's just go back a second. Did anyone else see that news item? English Premier League outfit Southampton could soon be subject to a takeover bid, and the rumours that current owner Katharina Liebherr could leave her club. BBC Radio 5 Live is reporting a mystery tycoon. I tell you what, with Southampton and their youth kind of facilities and stuff, I feel like it'd be really, really tempting to go to Southampton with a tycoon owner and try and build like an English super club. But I'm committed to Liverpool at the moment. Dele Alli was out for 7 months. So Tottenham were willing to let him go. You can actually watch the last stream I did was pretty much the entire of the off season. So if you actually want to just watch through like the transfers and stuff, that is actually a good thing to maybe watch the previous stream. I have a lot of people sometimes ask me like, Jack, please do the summer transfer window live in one of your saves, and it's just like it can last hours. I kind of rushed through it quite quickly because I was streaming. It still took over 2 hours of me kind of rushing through it, and I'd already done a little bit of my business early in terms of like selling Mane. For the people who sometimes ask me like, oh Jack, how do you go about buying players and stuff? Like, that might be the stream to watch. Anyway, we're in Europe now. The issue I've got, as you can see with my European squad, is that because of the registration rules, I can actually register kind of a full strength team, which was a little bit annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. Keita's still not fit. He will be soon. Just not yet. We'll go with this team anyway. What do I think of the Championship playoff final? Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, the game of football isn't good, but it was entertaining. I feel like if any game goes to penalties, no matter how bad the game, it's entertaining in some form. I thought fair play to Huddersfield as well. I've been to Huddersfield a few times over the years to watch them play. It's a really nice ground. Can't fault their fans. Nice atmosphere. Do a good pie. It's not called. It used to be called the John Smith Stadium the first time I went. It's definitely not called that now. So I apologise to Huddersfield fans who are now going to probably tell me what it's called. But yeah, I like Huddersfield as a club. They won the Premier League or the First Division back-to-back 3 times in a row in like the 1920s. So fair play to them. I think they've won more Premier League titles than Tottenham have. There you go. There's a fact. Anyway, 1-0 up after less than a minute. It's beautiful. Sit on the beanbag and play. No, it's too far away, the beanbag. It's over my shoulder, I promise. If I lean, you can just see it. I feel like if you're watching one game of football and then judging an entire league off it, then it's a bit stupid. The beanbag in the background. It's a beanbag, damn it. You had pizza for dinner. What did I have? May have been pizza. May have been pizza. More money for Southampton equals better players for Liverpool. It's a good point. Can we score again? Klein, what are you doing shooting from the edge of the box? Moreno to Keane. Knocks it back. Nathaniel Klein. Oh! I said that quite loud. I hope my neighbours don't think I'm getting... Well, they know I don't get any action, so it's fine. But I did enjoy that. Emre Can, what happened to your match fitness? I'm going to take you off, even though it's probably just a knock. I don't want to risk it. Medodeshi, cross it in. I thought we were about to get an own goal in our favour. Jack, please upload these to either YouTube or Twitch. I can do that for you. I've actually got this one being recorded, so I can upload it to YouTube. I have already got the previous stream I've done uploaded to YouTube, but it's not live yet. It's just over 4 hours long, but unfortunately the end of it was muted by Twitch, which also carried over to the YouTube export. But because I'm recording this one locally, even if one of these songs, which isn't a copyright-free kind of music playlist, isn't copyright-free, you should still be able to kind of watch it on YouTube without any bits being muted. Do you plan on doing an international save? Which country would you take? I think if I was going to do one, it would probably be England, which is really boring. But it'd probably be like an England World Cup one. But I don't find international management that fun in FM unless it kind of has a bit more going for it. So I think the only time I've done an international save on YouTube was with my Gibraltar save. I think actually I did the odd game as part of a Pentagon challenge at one point, but nothing too serious. But like, I guess the Gibraltar one was fun, but that was because I kind of knew all the players inside out, because most of them had played for me. But I feel like international football kind of as the main part of a save. It's kind of difficult to make super interesting. I guess I've never really done it, but I guess to me it wouldn't appeal to me if I was watching it and someone who's playing it. I can't say I enjoy it that much. But we'll see how we get on in this game. I mean, we're 4-0 up. I don't know why I'm worried about this game. Thank you, Pandowski. I'm glad you enjoyed the series. I don't think I could ever do like a save in Gibraltar again. I keep getting people ask me, Gibraltar Apex save again next year? It's just like, I feel like that was a one-time thing. I feel like I could never do it as well as I did it that time in terms of the video content, in terms of kind of the stories that built up, you know, players like Paul Smith. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't ever, you know, it wouldn't do it justice. I mean, maybe I'd do something with San Marino, but I feel like next year, if I'm being honest, I have thought about it. I'd like to do some shorter saves, kind of one-season challenges. So it might be stuff like trying to retain the Dutch top tier as Feyenoord, as an example. It might be trying to stay up in a certain league as a certain team. It might be as AS Monaco trying to retain Ligue 1. It could be, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of next year doing quite a few one-season saves. Maybe they'd be done 100% live too. I don't know if that would drag them out too long, because I'd kind of almost like it if there was like a new save every month. Kind of this year, obviously, I've done kind of the long-term save of Hereford, but some people have kind of got bored of that now. You know, it's the third lower league save I've done. It's a bit repetitive. I kind of appreciate that. People feel like they've seen it all before. I guess the other option, and it is something I am considering, is doing kind of a Pentagon-esque challenge, something where we move around teams. But we'll see. How do you donate to Jack? There's a link below me on Twitch if you're watching on Twitch. Obviously, you are at the moment if you're like in the chat. Obviously, if you're watching on YouTube, there should be like a bit you can click donate on. Obviously, donations. You know, I don't expect them. They do help me out massively. You know, YouTube. It's not something that is my full-time job. I work 9 till 5, videos, streaming, all that jazz. It's stuff I do in my own free time. Hopefully you enjoy, you know, the streams on YouTube. I assume you do if you're here now watching. Obviously, a following and a subscription and just general support on the content is all I ever expect. But if you do really enjoy the content, if you want to kind of say an additional thank you, any donations, they are greatly appreciated, no matter how big, how small. You know, it might be able to help me afford my lunch tomorrow during the day at work. And yeah, YouTube for me, it isn't a primary source of income. It's not a part-time job by any means. If I wanted a part-time job, I'd be better off getting one. But I do it because I enjoy making videos. I enjoy playing Football Manager. And obviously I enjoy kind of knowing that people enjoy watching what I do, I guess. But yeah, any donations are greatly appreciated. But don't ever feel kind of obliged to do it or like you have to do it. But no, they are really appreciated. This Jack kid sounds like Skez. Hey guys, Skez here. No, it's not. Some people say I sound like Jack Frags. I think that's just because I'm English and my name's Jack. And some people tell me, like, you stole Jack Frags' intro. If people don't know what is going on, guys, Jack here has literally been my intro for about the last 7 years on YouTube across different channels. So he stole it off me. That's what I'm saying now. Jack Frags, if you're ever watching this, I'm coming for you. You stole my intro. Have I ever thought about doing a journeyman save? I mean, I've done stuff like the Pentagon Challenge, which I guess is similar. But, yeah, I have considered it, I guess is the answer. I like building long-term projects at clubs. But at the same time, I do have some enjoyment in kind of moving around teams and kind of building up a career. I feel like 90% of people don't know who Jack Frags is. But if you do, if you are someone who watches kind of gaming content on YouTube, I guess you do know who he is. But I like the idea of doing some one-season challenges. You know, stuff like trying to keep Huddersfield up in the Premier League. The question would be, you know, do I do it 100% live or is it done episodically? I guess the issue doing it 100% live is there's quite a lot of downtime in videos. Because of the nature of kind of how I have to do videos, because I work full time during the day, I don't have time to edit videos and do all kinds of fancy whizzy and bangy stuff, which has kind of become the norm with FM content. I just kind of like to tell a story, to play the game, and yeah, you know, to speak my mind and sometimes maybe go a little bit off topic. Jack Frags and Work the Space, how 2 bodies controlled by 1 brain. Confirmed. I'm not too bad, thank you, Dan Phillips. How are you doing today? Good to see you in the chat. What game we've got coming up now? It's Bournemouth. 3rd v 8th. They're actually doing quite well, Bournemouth. Could be a little bit of a challenge for us today. Is there anyone struggling in the league who's a surprise? Not really, I guess. I mean, Chelsea down in 7th. They won the league last year. Actually, wow, okay, their points total is really low. And they've played a game more than us. They've drawn 7. Not even against that bigger a team, really. They lost to Leicester. They beat us and Arsenal. Oh, of course, they beat us on the opening day of the season, 1-0. A win for us here keeps us in touching distance with City, but they're already running away from it. The only defeat they have, we actually beat them in. Which is a little bit annoying. Yates is still not at full fitness. Dele Alli's struggling for fitness. Actually, there's a few players who are struggling for fitness. We should probably set them to rest as well, because I'll probably forget after the game. Let's do that now. 3 days should be enough. Frag the space. Work the frags. I don't sound like Jack Frags because you watch both of you. Well, I'm glad. I feel like most people say I sound like ex-YouTuber. It's just like they're both English. Which I guess, I mean, you do technically sound vaguely similar if you're from the same country, but it's not really the same, is it? Jack, I'm waiting for the sim forward on your Apex saves. I did the Sims forward. I don't know why I've not done the video. I'm going to be honest. Kind of forgot about it until you just reminded me. Now I feel bad. How did happen with that? I holidayed forward. Do I still have the saves after my PC died? I must do, because they're on a different hard drive. Part of me wants to check that now. They do exist. Is it too late to do that video? Would people actually want to see a video on Gibraltar Apex 50 years after I left? I feel like it's too late. Although maybe it would encourage people who have only come across my content recently to go back and watch that series, because I do think it's probably the best series I'll ever do. I don't know. Do you want to see it? I will say Mustafa, you know, the Egyptian centre-back, they built a stadium and instead of the Space Park, it was named after him. I'm not being funny. You've got a guy who took the club from nothing to win everything and you called it the Space Park. Then you've got an Egyptian centre-back who did okay, I guess, but you're naming the stadium after him instead and not keeping it with my name. You know, we could have gone from the Space Park to the Space Arena. Instead you were like, nah, we're going to have the Mustafa Arena, or whatever it ended up being called. I'm not salty about it. Not salty about it, I promise. We scored again, though. Was it? Oh, it wasn't. I thought for a second Bobby actually scored on stream. He didn't. This music is terrible. Let's just change it. There we go. Oh gosh, it's gone to another generic song. Doing a Liverpool career on FM16, Benteke scored. The world is ending. Come on, Bobby. Get it in the mixer. Wijnaldum, Grujic, Asensio. Oh, okay, that's a nice goal. I appreciate that goal. I appreciate that goal by Marco Asensio. The Space Park still sounds like a trampoline park. Will I ever release the Apex save? Maybe. It's weird. Okay, maybe I'm a bit odd about this. I feel like some YouTubers have different opinions on this. I feel like with your YouTube saves, they're quite unique to you, and I'm more than happy to kind of put it out there for the sake of putting it out. But I have had issues in the past, like years ago now, so it's not really well, maybe it would be a problem. I don't think it would be a problem now. But when I was first starting out my channel, people took some of my saves and basically claimed them as their own. And there'd be people who would be like, oh, can I have your FC United and Manchester save, like this in FM13, when you just got promoted to the Premier League? And it's just a kind of a bit like, don't know. I guess it's more of a problem when you're still playing the saves, because people just, you know, they just look at who the best players are, sim forward, and then tell you who you should sign and who to get rid of. But I feel like with saves, they're quite unique to you. You know, like, for example, the Gibraltar Apex save, it's like 28 seasons I played through. And I kind of feel, maybe it's a bit selfish, I feel a bit weird just giving it away. I guess at the end of the day, it's not so bad for people to look back on, and like now it's not so much of a problem. But it was like when I was doing the Apex save, people were like, can I have the save when you're getting in the Champions League regularly and the TV deals happen? It's kind of like, I worked so hard to get to that point. Kind of feels a bit weird just to go, here it is, and give it away. Is that weird? Probably weird. Does anyone agree? Asensio's got a hat trick while I've been rambling on. He's loving it. Is that his hat? I swear that's his hat trick. It is his hat trick. The commentator didn't even mention it. Asensio getting all the... He is playing centre mid today. Yeah, he's playing the centre mid on the attack role. Donnarumma, what a hero. Moreno gets it away eventually. Moreno's actually been okay since he had that first awful game. I'm glad most people seem to kind of understand the perspective. It's just a bit weird. I feel like when you work on a YouTube save for like hours, just to kind of give it away for other people to just play is just a bit of an odd thing. I'm just too protective. That's what it is. Four 0 up. We're doing okay. Jack, did you answer Herrera or Henderson? Like, are we saying like who's better? Because I feel like it's a bit of an odd comparison to make. It's not odd. I'd say Herrera's had the better season than Henderson, but Henderson's had his fair share of injuries this year. I talked a bit about it kind of last stream I did actually about Henderson. I kind of feel like Henderson is so underappreciated from Liverpool in terms of no matter who he's partnered with in the central midfield, he will sacrifice his game to kind of benefit and play into their strengths. Oh, we got a donation from I Love Slugs. Thank you very much, dude, for your $25.77 donation. I do appreciate it. Obviously, massive thank you. Thank you for watching since the Oxford save. I hope you've been enjoying the YouTube content since then. The Oxford save and like the Wolves save, if people were around for that, those were the golden days. Football Manager 2014, Lorenko, Conor Curry, the days. Thank you, I Love Slugs. If you're in the chat, let me know, because I think, I don't actually know this for certain, someone can tell me. I'm pretty sure in the Twitch description it says like if you donate over a certain amount, you get mod in the chat. That message was probably written like 3 or 4 years ago. But, yeah. If you want to be a mod, let me know. I'm pretty sure that's still in the chat. If it's not, I'm offering you modship anyway, because I'm nice. I heard the word curry. It's 5-1. We're loving it today. I should probably make... Does making subs at this point count? Or, like, help? Because I always feel like bringing on your youngsters right at the end of the game, like, somehow it helps them develop. Right, let me make you a mod. Can I remember how to do this now in Twitch? I think it's this one. Right, I've not banned you from the chat. Okay, you should be a mod, I Love Sub, because thank you very much, dude. I do appreciate it. I'm glad you've been enjoying the video content. I can't wait for the release of the Apex Sim episode now, Jack. Sam, it will happen just for you. I need to find the save and find FM 16. The fact we're on FM 17 now like hurts my mind. Next year's going to be FM 18. It's going to be the 5th different annual Football Manager game I've done videos on. I know for Jub it's like... Jub, you have done some videos this year, so you can claim like you will have done FM videos over like 7 versions of FM, right? You haven't missed any versions. I think sub appearances can help so much. Starting places way more important. Yeah, I don't know. I'd be really interested to know that. I genuinely don't know how much of an effect that has. When I worked at SI, there's so many questions I should have asked, and I'll never know the answer to. We're winning 6-1 here. They're in like 8th. It's not a bad little performance. Dominated. And yet we lost. I don't understand. Good result, boys. Asensio hat-trick. Federico Benachetti with a goal. Wijnaldum got a goal. We're up to second, boys. We are loving it. Jack, what do you want to see in FM18? I'd like to see better training. That's what I'd like to see. The other thing I'd like to see, and this is going to sound odd, but I know that Football Manager want to develop kind of the fantasy draft mode into an esport mode. The issue that I think fantasy draft mode has is, number one, the drafts take too long, and one-off games take, like, you do like a 20-minute draft minimum with 2 players, and then you might play like a best-of-3 series, and, you know, win 2 games you go through, or over 2 legs you play. And that's okay. But on a bigger scale, it doesn't really scale up. So there was like the FM Cup recently, where players were basically given to teams where I think they were balanced by Sports Interactive, in my understanding, and I don't know this for certain, but I assume what they did was they aggregated the average the average current ability across all the teams. So every team's kind of players' average current ability was the same. And that, again, that's an okay balance, but obviously there are some roles in the current match engine which are fundamentally better than others. And more important, so you might have a really high kind of current ability average, but if you've got, I'm trying to think of a good example here, if you've got Philippe Lahm playing right back in his prime, obviously although he's got a high current ability, that's not as valuable as having a really high current ability player like Ronaldo in the striker position, obviously. And so I was thinking, like, how could you balance a competitive mode? And I think the other issue with draft mode is that as I said, it takes too long to draft. It's okay from a spectator perspective, but it's a bit too long. And also, you only ever really are testing what someone knows about the match engine and tactic building. Sam, thank you very much for the donation, dude. I do appreciate it. We'll get some love in the chat for Sam99AR. As I said, thank you so much, dude. So yeah, going back to the point I was making, fantasy draft mode, it's okay, it takes too long. What they do with the FM Cup, it's okay, but it's not really balanced. Here's the mad idea. Sit down, if you're from Sports Interactive, get out a notepad and pen. Maybe there's someone watching, I don't know. I should write a letter to them. I'd like to see a draft mode where the budget so you can put 4 players in the same draft game together. And the pool of players is completely random from the entire database. It'll be the same 100,000 players available for every single person. And the budget each time you do a draft is random between 2 values, say 100 million and 200 million. Every draft, it's slightly different amounts. And the pool of players is randomly picked from the FM database. And each person has 20 minutes, say, to draft an entire team from the same pool of players with the same budget. And so it becomes a lot more strategic in terms of people have the exact same options in terms of players, in terms of positions they can pick from. And it ultimately comes down to how good are they at getting the good players and getting them to perform well? How good are they at knowing players across the entire FM database and being able to pick a solid team? How good are they at picking a team in a short amount of time? Because it'd be a random amount of players. You can only do so much planning. Snakers, thank you very much for your donation, dude. You're already an admin, though. I can unmod you if you want. But yeah, so I'd like to see a system basically where everyone who's in the draft has the same pool of players, the same budget, and it's an even playing field. And I think from a spectator perspective, if you wanted to broadcast that, it would actually be really interesting to see how every single person in the exact same situations picks vary. And there'd be a lot more to analyse in terms of breaking down players that they pick, players they don't pick, who other teams do pick, where the hidden gems are they might have missed. And I think it would be a lot more engaging because the entire draft would have a lot more interest behind it. It would be a faster draft because everyone would be drafting at the same time. And ultimately, I think it would be a more even playing field. And the way I'd have it then work is either over 2 legs, you could take an aggregate score, or you play kind of a best of however many game series. So, best of 3s against each other, and it's the first person to win 2 games. Because in Football Manager, you do get freak results at times, and I think you'd get a meta game developed between, say, 3 legs of a game where it's kind of you win 2 matches to progress. The tactics would change game on game, and there'd kind of be that evolution rather than being in a system where you play 1 game and it's kind of split decisions across 90 minutes, and the Football Manager match engine is random. You're less likely to have a bug kind of cost you a game if you then have a second chance to redeem yourself if you genuinely have the better tactics and better squad. But anyway, that's the idea I'd have if I wanted to do Football Manager esports. I think that would be the best way to, in terms of saving time and making spectatorship more interesting, making it more balanced for everyone involved, and also making it more, I guess, easier to analyse in terms of you knew that every single person had the same amount of players. And also, it'd stop the cheese where everyone drafts the same players who have the best current ability for the lowest price in every single draft. Anyway, that would be what I'd like to see. Oh, Imke's in the chat. How are you doing, Im? Just insulting me in Dutch. I give £10 if you... I'm not going to do that off MK or AK. It's all pre-recorded. Did you not know that, guys? This is all it's true. It's all pre-recorded. Anyway, I've gone on a rant there. I just gone for Sports Interactive was watching. They saw that. If they would like to pluck my brain more, because I do just stand in the shower thinking about Football Manager and how I'd improve draft mode and the esports potential of the game. Tweet me or something. Have your people call my people. I feel like Jack needs a post-it with the words "no ranting" on it. I probably do need that. Anyway, what do you guys think? Like, if you've tried watching draft mode, like, what do you think of it? If you watched the FM Cup, what did you think of that? I'd also like to see random draft mode tournaments where you can just drop into them online and just have them on a dedicated server. And also, this system would help counteract people trolling and taking way too long on their picks, because if you give everyone 20 minutes to pick their team, if people disconnect midway through, the AI can just finish the team off for them and act as an AI manager to fill in the tournament. And you could have like an 8-player knockout tournament draft mode where people just drop into it. They're all given the same pool of players, say 15 minutes to draft a squad of 16 players. Might not be the most amount of time, but again, it can be interesting to see how people go about picking players. And then you could go straight into kind of a knockout tournament that way. I guess it might be a bit annoying if you draft for 20 minutes and then just have a knockout tournament and you lose immediately. Maybe do a group stage, 2 separate groups of 4 people. And then the top 2 from each group or the top 4 from each group go into a knockout. So you play a maximum of 5 games if you go to the final. I guess that might take an hour and a half. That might be too long. I guess you could do a group with 4 people, but it'd be a bit annoying if you were like one person and everyone else disconnected. Anyway, Flanagan wants to leave the club. I already told him that I was going to sell him and he didn't want to leave. Flanagan, 10 million. Although I kind of need him for a homegrown player. But that's the annoying thing about Flanagan. No ranting, get the post-it. You've caught a stream, but unbelievable, Jeff. It is well, I am glad that you've made it here. I want to say your name's Emerald CL. If that's not right, I'm sorry, I tried. I hate reading out names on Twitch. I'm always worried that I'm going to say it wrong. I mean, most of the time I do. I don't know why I worry about it. I should just accept it. Well, let's face it, any tips for a new FM streamer? Practice. Don't expect people to watch immediately, and practice some more. There is occasional times where I will see who is streaming FM and they'll be streaming to 0 people, and I click on the stream and I sit there for a minute and they don't recognise the fact that there's someone new watching. They don't try and interact with the chat and they're just sat in silence because they don't think anyone's watching. And the best way to improve at streaming is to stream, and even if you have no viewers, to talk as if you have people watching. Because there's nothing worse than going into a stream and it's just someone sat on their own thinking nobody's watching. I'm not going to stick around at that point. Whereas if there's a really interesting save going on, they're talking about something interesting, I'm more likely to kind of check it out and stick it out. Oh, it's just Emerald. I made the D with a CL. That's clever. I will say, there's a really crap excuse. My second monitor is absolutely awful in terms of the actual picture quality on it. So I'm going to use that as the excuse that I can't read names off the chat because of that. I just realised, I'm just playing along here, hitting continue. I'm not actually reading the news items. If anyone's injured, I'm going to be a little bit concerned. Jack, what FM YouTube channel did you recommend earlier? Sorry, what FM YouTube channel did you recommend earlier? Something with Zidane. Did I recommend an FM channel earlier? I can't remember. I recommended a few other random channels. Oh, yo! Thank you, Imka. I do appreciate it. I say Ben your bus. Ben your bus? I assume there's some other Dutch people who know what I'm saying there. If you don't know, Imka, friend of mine, met up in London with her and her boyfriend on Saturday. It was a really nice day. How much do you think the match engine needs to be improved, especially goalkeepers? The match engine is... It's a weird one. Because people complain about the match engine, but I actually think the match engine this year is the best it's been in many years in Football Manager. And it's so different. You can't just fix the match engine. Like, people say, oh, I'd like to see the match engine improved. If you actually look at the match engine year on year, there are massive, massive improvements made every year. There's still some really obvious little stuff that I'd like to see a little bit more of. Stuff like defenders heading the ball back to their goalkeeper. There isn't really enough of that at the moment. And a few like things that just happen frequently in real life football. Stuff like short corners as well. You don't ever really see the AI do them. And yeah, I feel like the Football Manager imagining this year, I don't feel like there's anything that's super overpowered. Obviously, like last year, fullbacks were just ridiculous. It's just fullbacks with every system. Whereas this year, your fullbacks don't get like 30 assists each across a season. So yeah, I can't really complain. Like the goalkeepers are. The thing that annoys me is like the goalkeepers and stuff. There are weird stuff that the goalkeeper does. I'm not even going to pretend there isn't. But people get annoyed at it and then blame it for their defeats. And it's just like the match engine is the same for you as it is the AI. So as frustrating as it might be to concede a goal because a goalkeeper does a stupid thing where, I don't know, he forgets the balls at his feet, the AI is also likely to have that exact situation happen to them. And so I don't find myself very often getting annoyed at the Football Manager match engine and like going, oh my gosh, that's BS. You know, why do my keeper do that? Because I know that the exact same thing could happen the other way. I will say I do think player ratings are too heavily dependent on goals, assists, kind of penalty saves, clean sheets, and kind of you know, kind of general things like that. I feel like there is too much weight, I guess, in making mistakes or just having an assist or a goal. You know, like if a player gives away a penalty but scores 2 goals, like his rating will still be like around a 6, even if the penalty was missed. Anyway, Liverpool v Leicester. Any score predictions here? Leicester down in 11th. They actually had a good year last year. We're going okay. We've got a game in hand on everyone around us. So actually, a win here is massive. A win here, 30 points. We'd go 5 points clear of United. I guess Spurs could win as well and sneak up. But we'd be, what, 6 points in the top 4 after 13 games? That would not be bad at all. But we have got the dilemma of player fitness. I'm going to ask my assistant what he wants to do. So he wants to bring in Sacco. That seems reasonable. Moreno, Klein, Chan. He wants to play Keita today, which I'm kind of happy to do. Does that mean Asensio's on the bench? Or did he drop him completely? Where's Asensio? I'm going blind. Where is Asensio? He's got to be here somewhere. Where am I going blind? He's playing centre, attacking mid. Send help. Send help. Oh, wow. Bobby is really struggling. Okay, we'll go with this. The fact that he was just there in front of me is a little bit embarrassing. 3-1 Liverpool, 3-1, 0-10, 8-2 Liverpool. That is the kind of thing I want to see the Iron Manager. 0-0, I love slugs. You're hoping for an exciting game, I see. £2 on Coutinho to score first. Alright, let's see what we can do here. We're going strong. A win here puts us in a really nice position because we missed out, obviously, on Champions League football last year by 2 goals. It was literally goal difference between us and City. We've actually made a profit this year in terms of player sales, I think. It must be close. I mean, I spent all that time looking for Asensio and now he's got to come off immediately. I mean, get Ben Woodburn on the pitch. Look at him. Look at him. 18 years old, star for the future. Go out there and make the difference. I can't believe that. We spent all that time looking for Asensio and he gets injured. To Tyler Cook, who said 2-0 Asensio with a brace. It's not happening. I'm sorry. Hey, Free Urbans. Appreciate you watching, dude. How much did it cost to sign Dele Alli? £70 million. And that was after he'd been injured for 6 months. I'll let you decide if that's a good signing or not. I mean, he's not been injured since. Right, we've not been great this half, boys. But you can make the difference. I believe in you. I believe in you. When did I get Donnarumma? I got him at the start of the first season for £30 million. And in that window, I also sold Danny Sturridge for £40 million and Jimmy Milner for £17 million. Any predictions on real-life transfers? I'd like to see Keita make it to Liverpool. I'd like to see any left-back. I know Gael Clichy's been linked with Liverpool today. Part of me feels like it's perhaps not the smartest transfer, but then again, you look at the signing of James Milner from City, and despite his large wages, like he's been a very good player for us. And well, Woodburn. Screamer. Take a bow. First goals in his film. I'm really happy actually with the Solanke signing as well for Liverpool. That's a really smart bit of business. You know, it's a relatively risk-free transfer. And you look at strikers of a similar mould. Well, not necessarily a similar mould, but strikers that Chelsea have let go in the past and not given enough chances to. Players like Danny Sturridge, Benteke, I guess, is another example. There is plenty of examples of players kind of, you know, not making it at Chelsea and making it elsewhere. And I think, like at £3 million, it's a relatively risk-free transfer. Benedeschi, can you get it in the mixer? You can't. I meant Lukaku. Did I say Benteke? Brain. It's been a long day, guys. Everyone's now going to want the chat. He said Benteke. What's he chatting? I meant Lukaku, okay. It's the other Belgian forward. They're from the same generation of players. Okay, that goal got disallowed. That's a bit of a relief. Time to relax. We can relax. We've won this easily. Look, we're going to go up the other end and score now. He's chatting shit as always. It's true. It's true, all of it. I confess. Oh, Brighton forward. Slimani offside. We're okay. Everyone relax. Although I would quite like the game just to end now if it can. I'd be quite interested in a player like Salah. I feel like Liverpool have missed out on so many players. I think Salah was one of a few players that Liverpool have been linked with in the past. Obviously, you got players like Willian. I feel like, as a Liverpool fan, I look at the summer transfer window and I just don't expect us to sign the players we're linked with most of the time. It just does not very often happen. Like, it's a bit like Arsenal, I guess, to an extent. The players who Liverpool could have had versus the players that Liverpool usually end up getting is very different. And so I'm kind of... You know, you hear links about players like Salah, Keita. Will they happen? I mean, I'm just going to err on the side of pessimism because I'm a burnt Liverpool fan who's just unhappy. Okay, it's only a sprained ankle. That could have been a worse injury for Asensio. Teixeira, Konoplyanka, exactly. There's plenty of examples of Liverpool players. Can I show my team instructions? Sure. I have a few people ask about this tactic occasionally. So my team instructions I'm using are fairly narrow, shorter passing, roam from positions, look for overlap and play out of defence. And I've always been playing on attacking. There are player instructions on the majority of these players. So the inside forwards have closed down more, roam from position and sit narrower. Benedeschi obviously on the same side has the inside forward on attack stuff, but then close down more, roam from position and sit narrower. Asensio playing attack and centre mid on support, like he already starts deeper, and that means that the inside forwards who roam from position, and because they are told to go narrower, and because we are playing a narrow system, they basically kind of hover inside a lot, and they will get as many goals as Asensio across the season. He is playing with get further forward, roam from positions, move into channel and hold the ball up. Both centre mids have get further forward and move into channels on. And they will just look to run on ahead of Asensio as well. This team, it's all about the movement. You know, it's a very fluid system. Yo, Tremor, thank you very much for the donation, dude. I do appreciate it. Can we get some love in the chat? Can we get some love in the chat? Let's do it. Anyway, would work ball into the box and encourage the inside forwards to tuck in even further? It might do, but I quite like playing fairly quick attacking play. You know, we kind of benefit from hitting teams on the break. So if we look here, you can see Coutinho has a really high average rating, 7 goals so far. We have the second most goals in the season, even though we play without an attacker. You can see 46 of our total of assists have come from inside the penalty area. We do play the ball around a hell of a lot. Third best shooting accuracy. It's really about just kind of working the space. I don't want to say working the space. I shouldn't do that. That's such a pun. But yeah, it's an interesting system because it's basically about the inside forwards and attack and centre mids getting forward. You actually look at the goal scorers this year. Bernardeschi and Coutinho as inside forwards have 10 goals each in 30 games between them. Like, inside forwards don't usually get that many goals, at least from my experience in FM this year. Maybe I just haven't played the right systems up until this point. And then you'll see Dele Alli and Asensio, who for the most part have been my centre mid partnership, really here with Bobby Firmino as the centre attacking mid. They have more goals than the centre attacking mid. It's just the way the system works. That is an interesting point you bring up, a bright light, about the fact that, you know, an American who's been watching football since the early 2000s, if like in America you kind of read a sports rumour about a certain movie, it's usually kind of fairly spot on, or there is some substance to it, whereas in kind of English football and football in general, it's like there's a load of steaming poo that just flies around that's not really true. Start Woodburn. It'll happen one day. Can I show the instructions again? Sure, I'll show them real quick. There are a few other instructions actually on this team. I will upload this tactic to the Steam Workshop at some point. But yeah, look for overlap, play through defence or out of defence, roam from position, shorter passing, and play narrower. The other instructions I've got on, the wing-backs have cross-aim centre, shoot less often on both. Fewer risky passes should be on Moreno as well. I don't know why it's not. Emre Can shooting less, close down less, more direct passes. He's obviously reduced to pulling the strings from deep. And the defenders, it's pretty standard, dribble with the ball less and shoot less often. Hey Ralph, what's going on, dude? Good to see you in the chat. I really enjoy when I stream. Obviously, I've been streaming for a long time now, and obviously doing YouTube videos for even longer. It's always nice when I stream and I see kind of familiar faces pop up in the chat. It's weird, actually, as a streamer. You remember and recognise a lot of names of kind of long-term viewers. And it's weird to me, I guess, because like 4 years ago when I started streaming, like my whole life was completely different to how it is now. I was in my second year of uni, third year of uni, you know, not a lot of responsibilities, and you know, I'm still doing YouTube videos and stuff. I work 9 till 6. I've got a job I'm really happy with, and like it's weird how people, you know, obviously in my last 4 years, I think about how much my life has changed, and I imagine for a lot of you guys who are still watching my content now, you know, obviously your lives have changed in all kinds of weird and wonderful ways over the last 4 years, and yet you're still here in Twitch chat, and obviously I'm really appreciative of that. Don't worry, Snakers, I remember you. How could I forget you just trolling in chat constantly? Did I get any good regens? Yes, it's Jackson. I say no. I didn't get any good regens in my intake, but I did sign a few good ones. I mean, I say that. I mean, he's not even a regen. That's awkward. In fact, are any of these regens? No, none of the good players are regens. I did sign a few good regens from the under-20 for the under-23. So I've got this guy from Sheffield United who looks insane. Alan Butler, 16 years old, centre-back. We signed him for £91,000 compensation. My staff loved him. I was right on that. They got Simon, is it Byrne, I guess, from MK Dons. Similar moulded player. Really kind of good player with potential in my scouts, like the look of. I managed to poach one of Southampton's best youngsters. Southampton, obviously the hub of all good regens. Just went in and stole him right up. He looks insane, though, this guy, Alistair Jacobs. I've got a few other players who are joining us. So I've got this guy. I guess it's Bagsy. I don't know. We'll go with that. It sounds good, doesn't it, Bagsy? 17 years old. Looks like a fairly good little Turkish forward who one of my scouts recommended. I've signed this guy for £10 million. And I'm going to be honest, I actually think it was one of the worst signings I've ever made. I don't think he's going to be a £10 million player. I mean, his potential's good. And as a defender, I guess he's fairly solid and he's 16. But his jumping reach is 9, and I don't know how much that's going to improve. And he doesn't look like a £10 million centre back, so we'll see how that goes. And then 2 other regens actually. I signed Ronnie here, who's a good little fullback. I mean, he hasn't got a work permit, but really good determination. Nice natural defending, you know, marking and tackling are really good. Not very good in the air though, so probably destined to be a fullback. And Bruno Martins, the last player I picked up, looks like a really, really good centre mid actually. This guy, 17, really kind of quite solid mentals. I appreciate that, Fawn. I'm glad that you've been watching the videos for so long and still enjoying them. Am I dropping frames? Twitch does say I dropped 280 frames at some point. So that might have just happened. If it did, I apologise. Jack, why have you not used a regen hair pack so far this year? The big reason is that I'm all like, if I was to use it now, all the players' hairs would change, and I know them and their faces for how they look now. And I don't know if I want every single one of my players in my team to have plastic surgery and get a new face. So I've not installed it. Maybe that's a terrible reasoning. Maybe I should be getting a regen face pack. Because I feel like the regen faces aren't that great this year. But I don't know. I'm kind of happy with what I've got. Anyway, big game for us today actually. We are going to be taking on AC Milan in the San Siro. We beat them 3-1 in the home game in the group stage. You can see with 2 games left, we're already guaranteed to make it through. A win here today guarantees us top spot in the Champions League group. They're playing my favourite formation. They're playing the 4-3-1-2, the narrow system, the apex system. We'll see how we get on. Is using monthly instalments a bad idea? I think I use it way too much. I think I actually like using the monthly instalments, particularly in the first year if you need to bring in a few players but you don't have the biggest budget in the world. Obviously, it limits your transfer budget for future years, but if you want to kind of have that immediate impact, I feel like it's worth doing. And we've just conceded after 20 seconds because Michael Keane can't kick a ball backwards 10 yards. It's not great. It's not great. I mean, 20 seconds into a game at AC Milan, yeah, your English centre-back does that. I mean, Donnarumma, he doesn't even try. I'd have given up 2. I would have given up 2. I'm going to be completely honest. Can we make something happen here? What was my favourite save I've done in all FMs? I'd say the Gibraltar save. That's my favourite. I think because it was like 28, was it 28 seasons? Was it? I don't feel like it was that many. How many seasons did it end up being? Was it 20 years? It feels like it was a long time. It was a long time. I feel like it was 21 seasons in the end. For some reason, I think earlier I said it was nearer 30. It was a lot of years. Keita, return from injury, scores. What a man. What a man. The skin isn't available on the workshop, Morgan, but if you go to YouTube and you just search Work the Space skin, the top result will be a download link for my FM17 skin. When did I get Rodrigo Cairo? I got him at the end of last... Well, no, was it winter last season? I got him last season. He's been injured a lot for me, though. Benedetti has now got injured. It's not been a great game for the Italian players in our team. So we'll put in Woodburn. And maybe Woodburn can have the impact. You know, the youngster, some young blood in the team. Or maybe Suso's going to catch us out and I'm going to cry a little bit. I mean, that is also possible. I'm going to go grab a drink after this game. My throat's getting a little bit dry. Woodburn. Coutinho. Oh, it's sexy. It's lovely. Oh, and Woodburn scores. You know, I might go get a drink now. 2-1 up. The youngster scores again. He's scored a few goals for us, to be fair. This nice little interplay between him and Coutinho. Perfect pass through. And he just slots it away. Nice finish. Pokes it in. I feel like at the end of the Gibraltar Apex save, I kind of just lost track of how many seasons it was. It was just so long. I was playing that save for like 8 months. Hey, Maxidan, what's going on, dude? How many Steam achievements do I have? I think it's 58. Last time I checked, that might be wrong. I want to check now. How many achievements do I have? I have 52 of the achievements done, but that's 60%. I think I recently got one that took it up to 60%, and that's where I got 58 from. Thing is, though, with FM, like, I don't do like all the lower league hero challenges every year in FM. I mean, does anyone go to the lowest playable division in every single nation across Europe and take a team up through the leagues? I don't feel like that's a thing that people do. I have got the hidden achievement, though, in FM... Was it FM 12 or FM 13, where you had to play against Santa Claus FC on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or Boxing Day? And 0.2% of people have done that achievement, so that's a cool one. There aren't any lower league hero ones this year. There's not. That changes everything, because that was a really, really stupid set of achievements. I mean, that shows how much I care about the achievements, the fact I didn't know it had changed. Bobby Firmino's having another really poor game. Woodburn can carry us, though. It's fine. I mean, okay, I take it back. You're having a fantastic game. Well played. Definitely wasn't about to sub you off. Definitely. I mean, does Emre Can deserve the assist there? I guess it's a nice pass. The shot deflects. It's not even his goal. Jack, can you do a complete series with the achievements? Can you imagine how bad that would be to do? Like, how long it would take? I thought we were going to win this game, but every time we score, they peg us back. Okay, Jamie, you have written a really long message. I'm going to read this out. Chat, help us out here. So recently, I got FM 17 and I'm really struggling with buying players. A lot of clubs I want to do don't have the biggest transfer budgets and are still fairly big teams in big leagues. Because of this reason, I feel I need to buy first team players in order to succeed, but I can't do so due to the transfer budget. So I was wondering if buying young 16, 17, 18-year-olds for cheap would help me right away, or would it just affect me? I'd always say first season, don't focus on youth unless you have the money spare. Always focus on getting in one or two players who are really going to help complement your team and the system that you want to play with the team. You know, you want to build around the strengths of the team you're taking over. And sometimes you have to find a compromise. Sometimes you'll have a system that you want to play, but you might not quite have, you know, the perfect playmaker to play the system that you want to play. Maybe you want to play with a deeper playmaker, and your best playmaker is an attacking midfielder. You've got to find a compromise in your system, and that's kind of the kind of play you should be going for. I mean, if we concede now, I'm going to be upset. Okay, we're okay. That's going to be full time as well. I'm going to quickly run and get a drink, guys. I'll be back in a sec. But no, that was quite good. Right, I'll be back in a sec. Look, I can put up the Be Right Back. Look at that. It's like I'm a professional streamer. Right, I'll be back in a second. Okay, I went and just had a drink there, so I don't have to bring it back with me. What drink is Jack getting? I can tell you what drink I just had. I'll let people get guesses in first. Obviously, that was quite a quick drink, whatever I drank. Can anyone get a prediction in? I don't think anyone's got it yet. It's my fruity juice of choice. The answer was, drumroll please. That's probably really annoying in the microphone, that clapping. The answer was grapefruit juice. Well done if you got it. I don't think anyone actually has said it at the point of me reading the chat. But yeah, it was grapefruit juice. Which actually probably isn't the best thing to have. So now Bernachetti's injured for 2 weeks. Everyone's getting injured. Jack, I installed a Facebook extension. Now all of the Football League players who had the default faces with no face pack needed have no faces. I don't know what you've done there, mate, but that doesn't sound right. Grapefruit juice makes you pee. I feel like most drinks make you pee. I should point out, it was like grapefruit juice, not like pure juice from a carton. It was like bottled that you dilute. This is my own skin, Chris Yoon. It's available on YouTube. If you just search Work the Space Skin, it will come up. It'll be the top result, and you can just download it from Mediafire. Right, we've got Arsenal next. We're playing them tomorrow. I probably should have rested my players in anticipation for this game because they're all a little bit tired. And it's now like a little bit late to decide to rest them. They can have the afternoon off though. Any score predictions then? Arsenal v Liverpool, 2nd v 4th. I wonder if Wenger's in charge of them on this save. I feel like he always leaves really early. He is still there. Game's realistic. Wenger for 2 more years. What are your thoughts? It's a great question. It's a great question. I don't know. I feel like now you've just kind of got to get on with it if you're an Arsenal fan. Do I think he should have left? Yes. But at the same time, I don't feel like there's much point now going, oh, why didn't, like, you know, saying he should leave. Like, obviously, there's no point in dwelling on it because he's now staying for at least 2 more years. Obviously, it could be cut short, I guess. But it's, I don't know, the whole kind of Wenger saga this year has just been really bizarre. I think it's hurt Arsenal's season. 4-3 Liverpool, Coutinho red card. If that happens, you're a wizard and I'll give you mod chip. Okay, our transfer revenue retained has gone up. How much money have we got for transfers? We've got £52 million. We can go crazy. You can see, if I show you here, I was like scouting all the young players in the world. Lots of reports right now saying that Salah has agreed to go to Liverpool for 43 to 50 million. What do I think? I think he's the kind of player Liverpool need, but until he actually signs, I'm not convinced. But yeah, you can see here I was like scouting through some of the best younger players. We've got some really good ones who my scouts have recommended. I literally just searched for players under 21 and scouted all the most valuable ones. But yeah, it looks like there's some quite good players here. This guy, Karel Grousman. I wonder if we can get him for cheap. He's got really nice physicals and speed. Jumping reach isn't the best. He can actually be quite a good winger. His mentals are a bit poo. What do we think? I should have looked through these players after I scouted them all, really. I kind of just clicked through all the scout reports that appeared. Anyway, I shouldn't be looking at regens now, but I'm looking at that Czech guy thinking he might be worth getting. The thing is with the 15-year-old is I might be able to get him cheaper now than I'd ever be able to get him. I know that sorting by value is a bit misleading, guys. That's why I kind of select them all and do it. And I'll also often filter out the English Premier League. There's a few players here who I should probably scout. Obviously, we've already got Keane coming in and Bagsy coming in. Is there anyone who stands out here? Not really. We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We don't need to worry about signing regens yet. It's November. What I need to worry about is my first team and the fact I'm missing a load of players. So Asensio's injured. Maya's almost back, so that's something. Let's all play Wijnaldum. In fact, let's swap Wijnaldum and Coutinho around. And then I need another centre mid. Grujic can go on the bench. I don't want to get my hopes up about a player like Salah or any player coming to Liverpool. I said this earlier, like, I like getting hyped about players like coming to Liverpool, but I think back to Conor Plianka, Willian, Salah before, Alex Teixeira. I'm always let down. So until a player signs on the dotted line, I refuse to believe it. I'm really sad. Any thoughts on Sessegnon pitting Spurs over Liverpool? Not really. I mean, obviously he seems like he's going to be a pretty good player. Has he actually gone to Spurs yet? Has that been decided? But no, I think it kind of makes sense. I think if I was a young English player, I'd look at Spurs' squad and think that that's a really good fit for me. Solanke for Golden Boot next year. It's going to happen, guys. How do I scout all the youth players? If you hold shift, you can just click through the entire list and select a load of players at once. Good start to the game, 1-0 up. Who scored it? I wasn't really paying attention. It was Coutinho after 30 seconds. Maybe I should watch that back. Firmino hits the post. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm going to be honest. I was too busy reading chat. So Matip to Moreno, Keita, Wijnaldum. I mean, I'm going to pretend that Firmino passed it, even if it was a tackle. Great through ball. Now Ramsey scored immediately. Now I'm sad. We were leading for just such a short period of time. That long range shot's annoying to deal with. They had a lot of men in the centre. What tactic are they playing formation-wise? Oh, it's deflected cross. That's annoying. What formation are they playing? Okay, they're playing a pretty standard 4-2-3-1. Which is actually a system that I feel like this tactic particularly works strongly against. Lovely play. Can the finish come in? That is a really nice goal. That is why this system works. I mean, if you look at the system here when the play happens, just so many players running forward. You've got Firmino who's playing that attacking midfield on support. You've got Dele Alli on attacking centre mid, obviously running forward. You've got him moving into the channel as well. Creates a man over for Coutinho to slot it in. Oh, it's a nice finish. That was a lovely little goal there. Take a bow, Coutinho. Take a bow. That is what I wanted to see early on. That was a nice goal. Nice passing. It was like a rugby move. By the way, it just got shifted one wider every time. I said it didn't go backwards. But we'll pretend it did. Anyway, Dele Alli into the mixer. Matip. I tell you what, if we go 4-1 up, I'm going to wear the Ramdeuter bobble hat, even though it's really hot in my room. Keita! Take a bow. I was trying to come up with a pun involving Keita. What goes with Keita, though? Answers on a postcard. Keita, he's nabbed it in. It doesn't really work. The hat might be coming on. Can he score again? Penalty! Oh, Wijnaldum's right. It's going on. It's going on. The Ramdeuter hat. It's fashionable to wear hats over headsets. It is now. I create fashion. That chip ball by Bobby is lovely. Keita, I mean, he does actually pass that there, and it's in off the post. This hat is not the most comfortable hat. 4-1. 4-1 against Arsenal. Easy. We want 5. Use the power of the... Okay, this is really bad now. We have no one back. Okay, nice save. SI did send me this hat. If you'd like to get yourself some Football Manager merch or a Football Manager mug, go to merchandise.footballmanager.com. I don't have a discount code or anything like that. They just sent me free stuff and you can get it there. So if you're thinking I want a Ramdeuter bubble hat to wear in the June sun this month, merchandise.footballmanager.com. I should get a discount code. I should negotiate that. Keita, score again. Go on from range. Bobby, look at the passing. Look at the channel. Bobby scores again. It's 5-1. I mean, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This is going well. This is going well. This is a bit of a hipster hat, isn't it? They have no goalkeeper. It's not been a great day for Arsenal, has it here? 5-1 up. I mean, you'd have to say the system's working quite well. Every single player in the final... Well, every single midfielder has been involved in a goal with either an assist or a goal. That is the strength of this system. Everyone is involved. I don't think I've ever played with a Ramdeuter before. Maybe I should. Maybe this is my moment. I feel like I tried it when it was first added and I just decided I liked inside forwards more. Dele Alli, let's score again. Bobby, finish it! Rebound. Oh, we could have scored straight from kickoff, boys. I mean, we still could. I mean, that's the end of that highlight. It's not a great throw-in. Giroud on the counter-attack, using his speed. Dispossessed. Now we counter. Look at the options. Look at the players. It's like a swarm of buzzing bees, and Wijnaldum skies it. I'm not happy. Can we make something happen? I want to score more. They brought on Welbeck. He's too fast for us. But shame his finishing's awful. Why is Firmino Bobby? I don't know. It's because it's Robert Firmino, so everyone calls him Bobby. That is what people actually call him, is Bobby. I will say, Football Manager, I would have loved a doormat. I don't want to ask for too much because he did send me loads of free stuff, but I saw the doormat and I was sat there thinking that doormat would look pretty good. I'd like a Football Manager mouse mat and a Football Manager onesie, which is a suit on one side and a track suit on the other. You know, so I could reverse it whenever I feel like, you know, put on the onesie suit for a final, then I can go to the bathroom, turn it inside out and have a tracksuit manager again. That's what I want, a reversible Football Manager onesie. That would be my dream Football Manager merchandise. But I'll take the Ramdoiter hat. Let's not look. Let's be honest. If they come back now, I'm taking off the hat and never wearing it again. I have closed down more on the inside forward, so they will push out really hard and really put pressure on the fullbacks. Okay, it's check about to... Whenever the ball rolls back to the keeper like that, I hope that the Football Manager match engine's about to do something beautiful and the keeper forgets the ball's there and we get in and score. Part of me's a little disappointed it doesn't happen. I miss the days of FM14 where goalkeepers just got confused at any ball rolling to their feet. It's not great, Coutinho. The Iron Manager did predict 8-2. It's still on the cards. Bobby whips it in. Ozil gets it clear. They've got no one forward. Pressure Bellerin. I mean, it's turned into a bit of ping-pong in the middle. They could actually come back here. Oh, Donnarumma, what a save. Everyone relax. Jack, remember when you wasted a 4-0 lead in your Liverpool save last year? Yes, I do. I also remember in my Chelsea save this year, where I think we won 4-0 against United or 3-0 against United in the first leg of the League Cup, and then we lost the second leg by 5 goals. I remember tweeting out once, I think I won the first leg 5-0 and I lost the second leg and it's 7-0. If someone finds that tweet, let me know. It was bad. It was like 6 goals, the swing across 2 legs. I think it might have been against Spurs now I think about it. Anyway, a few players getting tired, so we'll make some changes. I'm going to take off Dele Alli as well. I'd rather not risk injuries. We're 5-2 up. We should be okay at this point. I will say this hat is not like the best thing to wear when it's as hot as it is. I will take it off at the end of the game. They've scored again. If we throw this away, I could go defensive, but I'm not going to do it. I refuse to do it. I refuse to go defensive. We've made my subs. I've made my bed. I'm going to lie in it. I am a little bit worried though. Can we just the time can trickle away now. Just fizzle away. Do it for me. Just keep going. If they score now. I don't want to go defensive. I refuse to go defensive. But if we bottle this, then it might be the end of the stream. If you win, the hat stays on until you lose. I'll keep the hat on if we bottle it from here. How's that? I refuse. No, you can't do this, Football Manager. No, this is not funny. This is not... Okay, he's smashed it wide. There's 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Everyone's saying go to contain. I refuse to go defensive. Not like this. Get it clear. Where are you going, Alberto Romano? I can't even say his name. I was about to go Romano. It's Moreno. I'm panicking. I feel like there's a chance in this game still. Everyone's now annoyed at Welbs for the miss. It could still happen, boys. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Okay. That's it. That's it. Game over. Game... No. No. No, this can't happen. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Fuck it. I knew it was going to happen. I knew this bullshit. I was 5-1 up. I was 5-1 up. Go on. I believe. Bob. It feels worse than it feels like a loss. It feels like a loss. I hate this game so much. Where did my hat go? I'm going to get the hat. I got angry. They should do a hat that has bottle written around it instead of Ramdeuter. That's what I need right now. I don't know how I'm going to... Right, the hat's back on. For the rest of the stream, which will be for another maybe 1 or 2 games. We were 5-1 up. 5-1. And I refuse to go defensive because it's not going to happen. 15 minutes left. 3 goals to the good. I hate this game so much. I mean, it's the most goals in a game. Wenger in. Hashtag Wenger in. We've got United now. It doesn't get easier, does it, for us? You know why that is? It's because our players all got really tired at the end of the game. Because I forgot to rest them. I mean, it can't go worse than that, can it? The worst thing is I did see someone write it's going to be 5-5. Did anyone actually bet 5-0? If they did, they can be... I'm going to scroll. If someone said 5-5, they are getting modded in the chat. Unfortunately, everyone writ wow. I'm going to have to watch the stream later, and if someone did actually write it, I will mod them. If they wrote it at the start of the game. Jack, have you ever considered playing a slightly deeper defensive line? I have. One reason I like to play the system kind of as it is because I like the team to be really compact in terms of kind of the amount of that we're spread across the pitch. I kind of want to close down all the channels and force, you know, passes into where we are. Whereas it's dropping deeper, it's just going to increase the space other teams have to work in. I'm so sad. Am I allowed to be sad about that? I'm not happy. I need a hat like this that says bottle across it. Can Ben do one of those as merch? Can we get some bottle hats? I'd buy one. I think I've got a Coke bottle here. Look. Bottle job. Coke, if you want to sponsor me, you know, I'm around. On the bright side, Jack, you get to keep the hat on. Woo. By Danny Welbeck. Is that how I react to that game? At least Donnarumma was up there for the Young Player of the Month. Goal of the Month was Woodburn's goal. 3rd in Manager of the Month. We would have got Manager of the Month if it wasn't for that meddling Wenger. Why didn't I go contain? Because when you're 5-3 up, or 5-2 up I think it was, with 20 minutes left in a game that you've scored 5 in, I feel like just going defensive brings pressure on yourself, and I thought, we're not actually going to lose this. Apparently I don't know the Light Football Manager very well. How many did Welbeck score that game? Let's just check. He came on off the bench as well. He got 3. He got 3 on off the bench. He came on in the 51st minute. Basically, Wenger is a footballing genius. That's what we've learnt there. You bought it because you didn't pay Woodburn. I didn't lose it, guys. We didn't lose the game. Let's remember that. That's a great point against Arsenal away from home. You know, they're right up there in the league. To get that point, key point for us. Great, you know, great point. Don't care what anyone says. Did a similar comeback happen against Arsenal with your series in Liverpool on YouTube? Probably. I feel like stuff like this happens to me all the time. How much was Naby Keita? I got him for 30 million. They were actually asking for 50 million, and I basically declared interest for him, made him really unsettled, and then they were willing to accept a cheaper price because he'd forced a move. So we got him for 30 million, which isn't too bad, I don't think, at all. It was a great draw. Right. United now. It can't be better than that last game for the spectacle. I can show my transfers real quick. Let's take a look-see. So I'm in my second season here with Liverpool. So first season, I sold James Milner and Danny Sturridge. And then I also sold Lucas and Lovren later on in the year. And I guess Kevin Stewart as well for £110 million. And as you can see here, I picked up Trippier and Robertson as decent backup fullbacks. Donnarumma, obviously goalkeeper, £30 million. Thiago Maia for £20 million. Michael Keane for £21.5 million. And Rodrigo Caio for £13.25 million. Then this second season, I sold Mane for £70 million. I sold Lallana for £25 million. Andre Wisdom for £14 million. Joe Gomez for £10 million. And then on the deadline day, I sold Jordan Henderson for £85 million to City. And then you can see in return, I bought Asensio for £36 million. Federico Benechetti. Was it Shiki? I don't know. I'll call him Federico. Let's do that. Naby Keita, Teo. And I picked up Dele Alli for £70 million, but he'd been injured for 7 months when I bought him. So it's a little bit of a risky purchase, but he's not been injured again since. So I guess it's worked out okay. Although he is suspended for today's game. It's a little bit annoying. And we've got other injuries to Federico and Asensio as well. So we've been pretty unfortunate with our injuries. Play Wijnaldum. I'm going to play Woodburn today, you know. He's been playing pretty well for us. 1 goal in 1 appearance in Europe. 7.43 average rating in 5 sub-appearances in the Prem. We'll see how we get on, though. Big game for us today. Manchester United away from home. Obviously, fantastic result last time. A hard-earned point in a 5-5 draw with Arsenal. Let's not forget about that. It was a great performance. More of that today, boys. Let's see what we can do. Big game. A win here puts us in a really good position, second in the league. We've been on air for 1 hour, 58 minutes and 43 seconds. Signing Delhi without bringing his best friend forever, Dyer. I'm sorry, Eric Dyer was even more money. Coutinho strained his neck. Is that a bad injury? I feel like a neck injury is pretty bad. He's going to keep playing though, because I'm a terrible person. I mean, it's not been the most entertaining of starts to the game, but 40 minutes in, you'd have to say they've been the better team. But we're the team with the ball here. Benny Woodburn, Keita, Firmino, loads of options here. That wasn't the right option. Hack him down. Oh, he's off. He's definitely off. He's definitely off. It's a straight red for Keita, surely. I know how the match engine works. I know what a red card tackle looks like in 2D. Oh, what do I do in my system now? Actually, I do know what I do in my system now. This has happened before. I'm going to take off Coutinho because of that injury. That is not what I wanted right there. I'm going to be completely honest. That isn't the situation I wanted to be in. We're going to keep playing on attacking. We're going to keep going for it, but we are a man down now. Hey, RC Blue 10, what's going on, dude? I mean, we're going to concede immediately, aren't we? Oh, we're okay. We're okay. They've hit the post. Relax, everyone. I might go on counter now. That sounds like a good idea. Go on counter. Let's just change some of these real quick. We're going to have to go more direct. We'll sit deeper now. We can still look for the overlap, but we have to change our game plan now. We're a man down. It's away from home. I don't think my 7-7 prediction is going to happen now. I'm sorry. So that's not, I mean, it's not an ideal position to be in here, is it? A man down against United in the game that we've really not been at the races in. But we're going to play on the counter. We're going to try and defend well, play fairly deep, hit them on the break, see what we can do. I mean, to be fair, 0-0, I'd actually be quite happy with at this point. But I don't see it happening. I think we're going to get tested here. And well, they have the ball here. Mata to Lucas Digne. Pulls it back. Moreno misses a header. It's offside. It's offside. Everyone relax. Jack, what's even I've been thinking about for FM's 18? I've not been thinking about it, to be honest. I feel like FM 18 is still, what, 5-6 months away? I guess it's less than that now. It's probably about 4 months away, realistically now. Maybe 4.5. I've not been thinking about it too much. I'll tell you what, I was about to make a sub, but time's just flown away. Bobby smashed it over the bar. We'll take 0-0. We've been awful there. But I'll take a point. Points against Arsenal and United. Great performances, boys. Very happy. Is this... What is this? Oh, gosh. It's generic dubstep tracks. We'll just listen to it. It'll be fine. I'm going to say Digne. You can say what you want. It's Digne in my heart. It's really hot. Can I take the hat off yet? Am I allowed to take the hat off? 3 draws in a row. I mean, I'm going to be honest. We've lost 1 game so far this stream. It could be going a lot worse. Particularly considering the fact we have just played Arsenal and United. And we're still second in the league. Unfortunately, with the draws and stuff, the teams are closing that gap on us behind us a little bit. The hat stays on. Only when I win. Okay, when I win, I'll take the half. I feel pretty confident up against Partizan Belgrade of scoring. So I'm hitting the calendar, hoping that's going to continue me forward. Anyway, how are we all doing today? I'll say now, thank you very much to everyone who's watching. We've been at just under 300 viewers for the whole night, which I do appreciate. Of course, I did stream on Monday, so if you'd like to see the stream that preceded this one here with Liverpool, I recommend giving that a watch. It was a fairly good stream. It went on for like 4 hours, and it was the whole of kind of the pre-season. It's definitely worth a watch. I will be uploading it to YouTube at some point this week as well. It's already on YouTube. I just need to hit the go live button on it and maybe edit out the start bit where it's just like music playing whilst I get set up. But yeah, with this stream here, I have been recording it as well. So I can upload this one as a video too for you guys to watch if you missed any part of it. Or, of course, you can just watch the VODs here on Twitch if you don't mind that. But I know I have this problem. I assume other people have it. But videos on Twitch just kind of take a little while to download. If anyone says you can take off the hat, I'll time out you. Does this mean more FM streams? I want to try doing more streams, Ryan, because I do enjoy streaming. It's kind of trying to fit them in around my kind of schedule. Obviously, the nice thing now is, and some people will probably get this, other people won't. During the football season, particularly if there's European football and stuff on, you can't stream Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, or Thursday nights. I guess Thursday's a little bit more contentious because of the Europa League. But there's always football on in the evenings when I get in from work. Friday night, obviously, there's sometimes Premier League football, sometimes Championship. And then for kind of the entire weekend, there's like football on at some point. So maybe you have the evenings at weekends, but usually that's when I'm recording my videos. Whereas now, of course, we're in a situation where the football season's over. So I kind of feel less kind of blocked, I guess, by other, the fact that there's other stuff going on, I guess. What we're going to do here, we are in a bit of a pickle because you can see our European squad isn't as big in terms of number of players registered just because of the homegrown player rules and stuff that we have to kind of abide by. might rotate the team quite a lot for this game because we're already guaranteed to make it through. This just means I might have to keep the hat on for longer, but I think I'm willing to risk it. So I'm going to play Sacco, Kayal, and I'm going to play Teo Hernandez, Alexander-Arnold. Is there anyone else I could squeeze into this team? I guess we could play Danny Ings at centre attacking mid. I guess that also brings up the argument of playing... I guess Origi's already playing out on the left, who's a rotated option. I think we'll go with this team. It's a bit rotated in the final third. Centre mids are Keita and Dele Alli still pretty much full strength. But we'll see how we get on today. Hopefully we can have a good little performance. I will just say now, guys, don't forget, if you are enjoying the stream, if you're your first time watching, you can hit the follow button. It's located somewhere down here below me. Obviously, you'll get notified whenever I go live. You can also find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter at WorkTheSpace. You can stalk me at all those beautiful places. And yeah, you get notified whenever I do go live with a stream. If you've been enjoying this, which I hope most of you have, if you are watching at this point, I assume you're enjoying it to some degree. Yeah, check out the kind of here for, I guess, more videos and more streams in the near future. There was a time in my life where I streamed a lot. Obviously, I've not streamed a lot that much recently, but I've had a few streams this week and I've really been enjoying them. And I'd love to get kind of back to streaming more often because I enjoy the interaction of it all. It's quite nice doing stuff live, and I let myself go a little bit more than in my videos. And I feel like you can just it's a bit more casual, I guess. I feel like with a stream you just kind of do it as you go, don't you? It's a bit like a school presentation. It's not really planned. You know the general gist of what you're going to talk about and your BS. Whereas with videos, they're kind of almost like little blogs in a way. They're quite like video essays in the sense they're quite formatted, they're quite formulaic. They kind of all follow a similar pattern to an extent. And Sacco, well, he's off script. He's just scored. It's 2-0. We're going well. The following's above me. Have they changed the Twitch layout? I mean, it's been a long time since I was last here. But yeah. Is it up here? Up there? Wherever it is, it's somewhere above me. The follow button. Hit it. Can you please stream till 2? I'm not going to do that because I've got work in the morning. And my colleagues follow me on Twitter. They know that I do occasionally stream. They know I do videos and stuff. If I turn up at 9:30 in the morning, really tired to my desk and barely staying awake, they'll know why I'm barely awake. I'm far from pleased, boys. Show me something different. Hey, Within Purple. I didn't see you there. How are you doing? So this hat, if I win, I can take it off. We're almost there. We're almost there. What's my job? I work for a video game studio as a marketing and cinematic artist. Can we defend? No. No's the answer. We really suck at defending. What is this tactic? Is it ready to download anywhere? It's not available for download yet. I am going to get it on Steam because I want to see more people testing it. It's not perfect by any means. It needs some work on it. But yeah, it seems to work quite well as a system as far as strikerless systems go. Was it a Woodburn assist? I missed that. I have to apologise. See you later, Pandowski. Appreciate you watching, dude. Hopefully you're not too tired in the morning when you get up. Origi, Danny Ings. Danny, boy, I love you. If you don't know, I love Danny Ings. I loved him when he was at Burnley. Danny Ings and Charlie Austin will one day play as a strike partnership for England. Mark my words. Did Origi just Rabona it? Or did I dream that? Did Origi just Rabona it? If he didn't now, it's really awkward. So here he is. Did he Rabona it? He Rabona'd it, you cheeky sausage. Look at him. Goading the fans in the Kop. It was a bit of an underwhelming Rabona along the ground, but it's a Rabona and we have to respect it. I love that. I was going to make a sub, but I'll keep these players on. Can we score again? Alexander-Arnold, what a ball in. I mean, it's another own goal from a cross. They don't happen that often in this year's FM. If you come in here, this is your first FM17 game you've watched. You've seen 2 crosses get deflected off a defender and go in. Genuinely, that doesn't actually happen that often this year. Not compared to previous years, at least. We've got a 2-in-1 game. The FM gods, they're smiling on me. They're telling me, Jack, you can remove the hat soon, my friend. Well, thank you, FM gods, wherever you are. I mean, are there such things as FM gods? That is the question. I do remember once upon a time I came up with a conspiracy theory about the fact that every match engine decision was like decided by people in a call centre. Can anyone remember that? That was a bit of a tin pot theory. What's my best tips for creating formations and a philosophy? Play to your team's strengths. Play to your key players. You know, if you've got a player who's a really good playmaker, play them in their best role and build around them. If you've got a player who is a really good striker in the air, play around them. There's no point in going into a team going, I'm going to play tick-tacky kind of, you know, super sexy passing football. If you're West Ham and you've got Andy Carroll as your only forward who's fit, obviously it's just not going to work. It's about finding a compromise between what you want to play. I've just pissed off everyone with a team talk, so we're just going to hit continue and get on with it. I didn't mean to slam you guys. I'm sorry. Make merch saying respect the Rabona. So which doesn't take any influence from other FM YouTuber merch. Genius. I would like to do some t-shirts and stuff at some point. I was thinking about getting like an answers on a postcard mug or something. Or shirts. If you've got any ideas for stuff you'd like to see. I mean, maybe we could do something with a Mozambique and Lorenko shirt for the old school FM fans of years gone by. I feel like there's so many things I could have made merch about back in the glory days. What is this random dubstep? I can take off the hat. Oh, I'm free. It's beautiful. Well, we've got Palace in a sec too. It's all coming up Millhouse. Keita has been banned for a further 2 games. Let's appeal the ban. I don't know if I've ever won an appeal on a ban. I feel liberated. I feel naked without the hat on. I've got to be honest. I bought a shirt from Classic Football Shirts the other day because I heard you recommend it on an old podcast. The Classic Football Shirts, we are going to have a discount code for next season actually on For The Fans for it. I've not bought anything from it for myself, but actually recently my brother, who's a Norwich fan, I bought him a Leon McKenzie match-worn shirt for his birthday. If you don't know, Leon McKenzie was Norwich's top goal scorer when they were in the Premier League in the 2004-2005 season. But it was a match-worn shirt, so it had like, you know, all the proper Premier League crests and all the proper numbers and stuff that you just don't get on replica shirts. 50 quid for that. I thought that was a pretty good little deal. Obviously, quite an obscure thing. But he was Norwich's top goal scorer that season. So for like any kind of Norwich fan, they obviously know who he is. I was well chuffed with that. I was well chuffed. I'm well bad at English as well, apparently. I've got to have the bench in the right order. I can't have an out-of-order bench. Asensio, not really fit enough. Maya's almost fit as well. That's going to be like a new signing this year because we've been without him for so long. Hashtag answers on a postcard. That would be good on a t-shirt, maybe. I mean, would people have that on a shirt? I guess that's the question. Or is it too obscure a reference? I think we do want to do some Football Manager. What do you call it? Some Football Manager. Not Football Manager. What am I talking about? For the Fans merch as well. Stuff like no feature, no party. Because if you don't know, like with For the Fans, obviously, if you don't know what For the Fans is, it's a football podcast that I do with Kino, Proudy, and Dr. Benji. I assume most people know of it, but if you don't, it's on iTunes and YouTube. But as part of kind of uploading it to YouTube and stuff, like we are paying over £100 a year for hosting costs because we do have over 120 shows at this point, just on a server for people to obviously download off for iTunes and stuff. And at the moment, we don't have we have a sponsor now in Classic Football shirts a little bit, but that does not cover a year's worth of server costs at the moment. So that has, for the last few years, at least been coming out of my pocket. I've been paying for the server, but we are looking to get some merch going for the fans to obviously help cover the server costs so that we can essentially run it without it coming out of my personal pocket every year. Hashtag Proudy out. I've still not set up a PO box. I don't know if people would want to send me stuff. What I feel like if I got a PO box, I just end up with loads of postcards. Maybe that's what I should do. I can make a wall of postcards with just the word answers written on them. Dele Alli, finish that. Should have finished that. If Benteke scores, I am not going to be happy. Okay, set piece right at the end of the half. Why not? Why not? It's gone in. Who's been given the goal? Has Michael Keane actually intentionally headed this, or has it hit him after Dele Alli shoots? Get your predictions in. So I can never say his name. Federico crosses it in. MHN nods it down. Coutinho shoots. I mean, he has headed it, but it's like some wizard-like reflexes where he's got his head between his legs before the ball's been shot and it hits his head and goes in. Things are going well, boys, but you're capable of better. I mean, the game does. I think if it deflects off him, the game would just give it as whoever took the shot's goal. Whereas the fact that he headed it seemingly and Ali's been given the assist makes me think that it was actually intentional to some degree, at least. How we're gone though. We're bossing this game, but 3 shots on target from 19 shots. What is happening, boys? Maybe we should make some changes. Dele Alli's on a booking. Let's bring on let's bring on Grujic actually for him. Emre Can. We'll bring on Rodrigo Cal. And we'll also bring on Ben Woodburn, I think, for Benachetti, who's coming back from injury. Right, 10 minutes, boys. Just hold on now. All get another. That's fine too. Yes. Lovely goal. Lovely finish. Take a bow. On off the bench. I am a genius. Marko Grujic. The saviour. Lovely little passing play here. Look at the intricate passing through there. Crafting out an opportunity. I mean, Mandanda in goal should do better. But we'll take the goal. Loving it. We're dominating this game. It's easy. It's comfortable. Can we score again? Ball whipped in. Penalty. Christian Benteke, you dirty little fouler. Benny Woodburn was about to score then, and he's had his goal stolen away from him at the hands of the Belgian beast. Wijnaldum. Make it 3-0. Let's humiliate Palace. I thought he'd saved it for a second. It's gone in. Jack, any tips on how to improve Dundalk? I can't say it. Dundalk. Sorry, I can't read. I'm getting knocked out in the Champions League group stages. Honestly, just patience and trying to get in some good players. Other than improving your facilities, there's not a lot you can do. Hunt out free transfers from MLS and try and develop them, I guess, is something you can do. If you've not got MLS loaded, it might be worth loading it and looking at all their youth players in America. The Australia Centre of Excellence too. No one could tell Ben about the bottle, okay? He can't. He's not to know. Ben, anything they tell you, it's not true. It's not true. I got a draw. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. It was a good draw, away from home against Arsenal. Don't let them think otherwise. It was a hard-earned draw in which we had to score 5 goals away from home. Top performance. Mentioned Norwich earlier, and now we've got to play them. So Maya is going to be fit in 2 days. Asensio, 4 days. We actually might not have any injuries soon. Jack, remember to edit that out before it loaded. Good idea. Good idea. It's not my finest hour, I'll be honest. Okay, first knockout round draw today. So you have the Champions League theme tune. For the Europa League, what is the theme tune? Hey Jack, since you work at CA, please tell me which Total War game to buy, please. Warhammer 1. If you're new to the series, I'd say the current Total War Warhammer is good. If you're looking for a historical game, my game of choice would probably be Rome 2. That is my favourite of the historical games. I just like that era more than Attila. What's my prediction for the Premier League next year? Can you predict the Premier League before the summer transfer windows begin? I feel like that's a horrific way to just open yourself up to error. I will say that I think Chelsea will have a very good chance of retaining it this year, next year. That's what I'll say. But obviously, I can't really make a prediction in June. It's not even June yet. It wasn't our finest moment, that draw, was it? Let's be honest. Just a reminder, guys, if you are watching the stream for the first time, hit the follow button. Apparently it's above me now, somewhere. Love heart, you can click it. It appears as a heart. If you're enjoying the stream and you want to see more of this, more of me crying at this horrific, torturous game, I mean, you know what to do. And, of course, massive thank you to everyone who is watching. If you're really enjoying the stream, you can either subscribe to the Twitch channel, you get some emotes, or if you don't want to commit to this monthly $5 fee, you can make a one-off donation. They are greatly appreciated, obviously. This is something that I do in my free time. It's not my job. And, you know, I sacrifice my free time for the sakes of suffering while streaming. And when I say suffering, I mean suffering playing this wretched game. I'm still upset about earlier. Anyway, I think this is the team we're going to go with again. Maybe. Where's Keita? Oh yeah, he's suspended. Is this his last game? It is. Hopefully we can get a win here then. Danny Welbeck. I hate him so much. I don't really have an opinion on Danny Welbeck. You know, he's a player who, even though he played for United, I can't say I really detest him as a human being. Football Manager's changed that for me now. Changed me. It's turned me against him. It's June now. I guess it is technically June. Moreno, whip that in. Coutinho, that's a penalty. Ryan Bennett, you naughty sausage. Can we score from the spot? Dele Alli, £70 million. No pressure, mate. Pressure got to him. I wanted to believe. Juve or Real on Saturday. I want Juve to win. Because I think Buffon might retire if he was to win the Champions League. That's a really weird reason to want Juve to win. I like Juve more. And I know obviously Spanish teams have dominated the competition for the last few years. And I think it'd be a nice change in the hierarchy if Juve could do it. Particularly after perhaps some of the smack talk that kind of Serie A does get. Dele Alli, I trusted you. Shane Long, don't score. That'll do. Get it clear. And relax. And now panic again because Ryan Gould's won back the ball. The amount of people typing, "Are you Benji?" when I conceded the 5th goal is souring your joy. I'm sorry, Ben. Cross that in. Beautiful. Bobby. I feel like I'm turning into Mr. Blobby. Blobby. If you don't know, okay. That's a really obscure reference from the 90s of English television. If you don't know who Mr. Blobby is, Google it now. That's all I can really say. The pressure would be on you too if your manager was screaming your price tag. Nil-nil. We've dominated this game. Dele Alli's rating because he missed one penalty is at 6.1. It probably should be that low. I think if I was ever going to do a cosplay, it would be Mr. Blobby. I think it'd be hilarious with the voice as well. Like Mr. Blobby as a concept is absolutely terrifying. An hour gone. It's 0-0 against Norwich. Normally, Liverpool v Norwich is a classic. That's usually because Suarez is like scoring a hat-trick. But it's not happening today. We've missed a penalty. We've dominated the game. That's the other annoying thing. We've squandered some great opportunities. But there's still time. 27 minutes. Nice win. Now can we make something happen? Now we start to move. Now we start to create and craft an opportunity. Coutinho inside to Wijnaldum. Dele Alli. This is where the passing begins. We stretch them. Moreno using that pace. Can he cross it in? He can. Coutinho near post. Thank you very much. It's 1-0. Lovely goal. Lovely finish. I can now relax again. The fact that Moreno's actually been okay for us is a bit concerning. I think he's probably the most overrated player in FM this year, Moreno. A few players struggling for fitness, but that's going to be the same for Norwich because we are playing a lot of games in close proximity to one another. I'm going to take off Emre, I think, and bring in Grujic. Excuse me. I'm also going to take off Firmino for Woodburn. I think we'll bring on Alexander-Arnold for what do you call it, for Dele Alli. For some reason, Dropbox has just opened over my FM. There we go. Okay, it's gone. You couldn't see it on stream, but Dropbox decided it wanted to pop up, and I couldn't close it. So thank you, Dropbox, for telling me that you wanted to update. Do appreciate it. I mean, if we now draw this, that's going to be another bottle, isn't it? Let's just hold on here. We've dominated the game for so long. I'm paranoid. They've created chances, Norwich. That's my concern. And Shane Long is a pretty pacey forward to deal with. Nice win by Keane. Now can we break? Benny Woodburn. Options on ahead. Like Buzzy Bees, they run. Alexander-Arnold. Not many options ahead. Gets to Woodburn. Coutinho. Grujic. They're going to score, aren't they? They're going to score, aren't they? They're going to score, aren't they? Score, aren't they? I hate this game. Oh, and now my team's injured and I've made all my subs. Oh my god, I hate this game so much. I hate this game so much. I hate this game so much. Let's go from the set piece, I believe. We can still score. Please, please, make my day. Oh, he's hit the post! Why give me even the false hope, Football Manager? Just let me lose a game or draw a game without giving me that moment where I think it could turn around. It's not the draw that kills you, it's the hope. It's the hope that hurts you. It's the hope that hurts you. We missed a penalty, we hit the woodwork twice. The hat goes back on, yeah. Until I win again. I mean, we're still unbeaten. He's out for 2 weeks now as well, and it's right before Christmas where we have like constant matches. We've got Chelsea and Tottenham coming up. I hate everything. Literally hate everything in this world. Why do I play? This game isn't fun to play. Why do people play this game for fun? It's like the most stressful spreadsheet in the world. This hat isn't even comfortable. It's really hot in my room. I might go get a tub of ice cream. Yes, I did say a tub of ice cream. That's how I cheer myself up, okay? Let's just get to the next game quickly. So I can get this hat off when I win. Newcastle up next. They're in 15th. It's going to be easy. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. We've got to beat Newcastle. Where were Norwich in the league? I didn't even check. Where are Norwich in the... Where are they? They're 14th. We'll screw up against Yeovil next. At least Asensio and Maya are almost back. I'm trying to find like the little slivers of joy. So Maya's back, but he probably can't play. Asensio maybe could play if we needed him to. I mean, at least that's a few of our players back, I guess. Is Keita back? No, he's still suspended. He's always suspended. So I think this is the team I'm going to go with. Right, let's just beat them. Wijnaldum against your former club, son. I believe in you. Who have they got? Jose Perez, Matt Ritchie, Johnny Evans, Hanley. Quite a good little team, actually. We've got a few players still left over, but it's a pretty different team to the team that Newcastle start with. We're still unbeaten in a while, guys. Yeah, Keita got a straight red, but then he did get an extra 2-match ban as well. It was a bad tackle. It was against United, so I'll allow it. My only regret is he didn't actually injure the player. Oh, score. Coutinho, thank you. Thank you. 26 seconds in. You know how to make a man happy. That's the perfect start. Everyone relax. It's all coming up Millhouse. This hat is really warm. I'm sure Ben can confirm. Ben has one of these hats. They're not that comfortable to wear in the heat. Especially when you're under pressure, you know, in management. It's a really stressful environment. You know, I'm a little bit hot anyway under the collar, you know. The job's a big one, and I'm having to wear a bubble hat in June. Has the ball to Darlow gone out of play there? I mean, where's he going with the ball? Shoot! Shoot! Never mind. Don't shoot anymore. Sacco. Someone win it. Emre. Let's go wide. Wide again. Wide again to the fullback. Oh, go back. Yeah, that works. Oh, the passing here. Finish that move. What a goal that is. I love it. I get, when you score a goal like that in FM, I just get excited. I can't tell you. Look at it. Look at the pace. Just one touch. Just watch it again. Just what one touch is. I think that's like 4 one-time passes in a row. You know, there's no need for a control to a touch to control it. It's all about just getting the passes away quickly. Emre wins it. One ball forward. Dele Alli, you know, takes a few touches, draws in a man. One touch. One touch. One touch. One. Oh, that's a lovely. It's going off the crossbar as well. Oh, it does. Oh, it's a perfect goal. It's a pretty goal. How to make a man happy? Let him watch someone. Let him take a lead 2-0 against Newcastle, then bottle it. Or for you to watch me do that. That would make you happy. I actually really enjoyed that goal. We are going to bottle it now, aren't we? I don't even want to get excited. Is it bad that because of the last few games, I genuinely don't want to get too happy about being 2-0 up? Because I feel like we're just going to bottle it. Until we're 6-0 up, I'm not going to believe it's safe. This is what Arsenal's done to me. I mean, they love giving it back to their keeper, and then he gives it back to us, but they have the ball now. They're probably going to score. They did score. I hate this game. I can't actually see through the tap doing that, so it's not the best idea. I mean, I feel like Donnarumma should do better there. I've got to be honest. It's a bit of an Oliver Kahn-esque through him. Ball into the mixer. Federico, do it again for me. Not like this. Not like this. I mean, if we give the ball away here, we are in trouble because we've not really got anyone back. Okay, we should be okay now. Bobby, look at the runners. Look at the runners on ahead. Look at that ball. That ball, Coutinho. Oh, he squandered it. Can we still score? We could still score. No. The chance has gone. Klein, can you pull it in? No. Gets crowded out. The bottle begins. Don't say that. Shoot. Shoot. Okay, the keeper's back now. Don't shoot anymore. I want us to... Their keeper is enjoying going walkies. Coutinho for the hat-trick. Is that his hat-trick? Can I count? It is his hat-trick. 36 minutes gone. Coutinho hat-trick. Never before has so many neutrals wanted Newcastle to win a football match. Part of me wants to remove the hat now. I'm confident. I'm confident now. I almost want to remove the hat in kind of preemptive celebration for the win. But there's still part of me deep down in my soul that knows it's not over yet. And that little part of me scares me a little. It's a fear. Thank you, Jack. I'm glad that you like the hat. Dele Alli, Firmino. Don't let him run at you. Gonna... Okay. Was that actually a pass or was that a shot that went to him? Because I think that was a shot by the way the defenders react. That's definitely a shot. 100% a shot by the way the players reacted in the match engine. 100%. It was one of those annoying, stupid runs where they kick it and it goes miles wide. Beneschetti. Oh, yes. Yes. Show me the money. Federico. 11th goal of the season for him. Panic buy. Panic buy, people said. Who are those people? Oh, into the top corner. Darlow, no chance. People writing boo in the chat. Alright, 20 minutes left. I feel like we're in good stead now. Every time I feel like I say we're doing well, they like almost score. I need to just be like, we're going to lose. Right, ball forward. Coots. Nice touch. Fabrico, where's he going? Dele Alli, Wijnaldum. Probably should have scored then. Nice stop by Darlow. You're going to lose 5-4. Don't even joke about that. After the last one at 5-1 up. Oh dear. Okay, so if we can see this, we're still going to be leading. Barely. Donnarumma, save me. You're my only hope. I'm worried. I'm worried. No, it's a penalty. I don't want to see it again. I don't want to wear the hat for another game. Bobby's got injured. He's off the pitch. I mean, that's problematic with our system not to have the centre player. We'll try and make do, though. Wijnaldum. Bobby, come onto the pitch now. We need you. This is actually really bad. Like, really bad. I hate this game. I hate this game. I'm skipping it. Please score. It's not happening, is it? For fuck's sake, the hat! What is happening? He literally dominated that game. I hate this game so much. I hate it so much. I don't know if anyone could remember the stream the other day, but we were talking about how you can make a fidget spinner out of anything. I feel like I made a fidget spinner out of 2 screwdrivers. This is going to take my eye out, but look, it's a fidget spinner. I'm going to stop now. Mark Viduka, Dr. Benji subscribe. Oh, Ben. A man after my own heart. I bet he just wants to spam my own face in the chat. Thank you very much for the sub, Dr. Benji. Can we get some sub hype? I mean, we're still unbeaten since October. 2 months unbeaten. We're doing great. We're still 3rd in the league. The aim is top 4. The Mark Viduka song should trigger when people sub. I should make it trigger when people donate too, instead of just being like a generic noise. I'll do that at some point. It's a hard-earned point at St James's Park. Exactly! I mean, we're 5 points clear of Tottenham. Let's look at it that way. And Arsenal, 7 points clear of them. Amateurs. Our next games are against Chelsea and Tottenham coming up. Oh, was it too quiet? It definitely is working. It might just be that the volume on that music for the Mark Viduka notification is too low. I don't know if I can turn it up in Streamlabs. I'll have to check. I mean, maybe I should just spend the 50 million I have now on a big player. Who's available? Who's been transfer listed? Marco Reus is available. Eric Dyer. Ericsson again. So look at players who are transfer listed. Kante's transfer listed. Hello. How much? Oh, Kante for 33 million. That's tempting. That is tempting to bring him in. Keita and Kante in the centre of midfield. We might have found our Jordan Henderson replacement. Jordan Henderson replacement in the van. Get him in. Don't even bother with the rest of it. Oh gosh, the pressure. He's on 150 grand at the moment. Look, I'm willing to give you big money here, Kante, to come and join us. Oh, the pressure. No release fee, 5-year deal. He'll accept that, surely. Okay, it's a lot of money we're paying him. But we have the money to spend. Let's think about it that way. We have the money to spend. His wages are a bit big. But we have the money to spend. That's the way I'm looking at it. That money is there to be spent. No, it falls within our means. We can afford it. Get Welbs, proven goal scorer. Why didn't you take away the selling fee? Because I forgot to add it and then remove it previously. I'll be honest. £39 million. Do we want to do it, chat? That's a lot of money. Oh, it is a lot. How does he compare? Let's just do a quick comparison between him and Dele Alli. See, they're like so complementary. Like so, they're like yin and yang. How about if we compare him with Keita? I mean, he is just a better version of Keita defensively. What about Chan? I guess Chan's probably the closest defender I have to him. Where is Emre? There he is. He is better than Emre. It's tight. There's not a massive difference in it. See, one person says nah, and everyone else is like, yeah, and then there's loads of people going panic buy. He's only 26. Let's have a look at the report. Doesn't like big matches. Consistent. High work rate. Be as good as Keita, Dele Alli. Think about it. Kante's 2 players in once. It's a bargain. Boom. It's done. Welcome to the club, Kante. Bet Chelsea now play him against us. See, that does open up the option now to sell Emre Can if we want to, because we did have some interest from some pretty big teams in him. I guess Emre's a little bit more kind of better suited just as a deeper playmaker. But yeah, you can see Barcelona are interested. I don't know if we could get like 70 million, 60 million for Emre Can. That Cantillo looks like really smart. Guys, listen, another panic buy means more bottle jobs. I've done the maths. I feel like everyone was like, yeah, sign him. And now everyone wants to write panic buy so that when it doesn't work out, they look back on this and mock me. I know how it works. How's our team looking? Fitness-wise, I think we're going to be okay. I am going to now select all the players starting today's game and tell them to rest for a week because we've got lots of games coming up. Keita's back. That's good news. And this is the first time that we've had a fully fit kind of midfield. Is this my best team? Probably is. See, what I'm thinking is Dele Alli will play centre attack and mid with Kante then in the box-to-box and Keita moves across. And then Firmino can play either side and we'll have loads of rotation options. Kante doesn't like big matches. He's a bottler. I mean, we did have a bid of £100 million. I don't know if people can remember for Firmino last stream. If we were to get a bid like that in the winter transfer window, that would be happening. Bobby is not very match fit today. I might play Asensio ahead of him. I think I will. Lacks a bit of match fitness, but he should be okay. Any score predictions? We can't bottle another. I want to remove the hat. You can't keep bottling. It's not possible. It's not possible. Why did I reject that £103 million bid? Keane's injured already. Well, we'll bring on Kiao for him. 3-0 and then it'll be 3-3. Appreciate your optimism. I mean, it's not an ideal situation to have to sub off a player, but we've got so many games coming up thick and fast over the Christmas period. Can't really risk any players. Is that another centre? Are you pooping in a biscuit and feeding it to me? Well, both our centre-backs have been injured in the first 30 minutes, so that's good. Is Matip injured still at the moment? I think he is. So basically, we've now had to bring in... Did I just show you? Teo Hernandez is now playing centre-back for us. Now, if you don't know, he's a left-back. It's not ideal. Set piece here. Can we have a penalty? No. I always hope for a penalty when a cross goes in like that. Let's make something happen. Dele Alli, Asensio can't quite find his man. I mean, if Emre Can gets sent off, like, I'm just going to uninstall the game. Okay, relax. 1-0 up. So, sign John Joe back. Let's bring back King Shelby. Make Liverpool great again. Bring back Charlie Adam. Firmino misses a lot of clear-cut chances though, Stirrers. As much as he gets a load of assists, which inflate his average rating, like he has missed a lot of shots and a lot of chances for us. The average rating's a little bit kind of fake. It's false. It's fake news, basically, his average rating, because he gets a lot of assists, but he has missed so many clear-cut chances. Dele Alli, okay, good. 2-0. I'm not going to say we can't throw this away now because of what happened previously, but I'm feeling good about our chances now. I'll tell you what, Dele Alli has got a lot of goals from centre mid for us. He's looking like a pretty good player for 70 million. Better than that Pogba guy at least. Sorry, United fans, I don't mean it. Maybe I do. I still believe, boys. 20 minutes left in the game. 2-0 up. Just relax now. Oh dear. Okay, relax. Shot's gone miles wide. How did I get so much money? I sold a lot of players. We sold Mane for 70 million, Jordan Henderson for 85 million, Lallana for 25 million, Sturridge for 40 million, Lovren for 25 million. I think we've made almost a profit from all transfer winners, although actually no, that's a lie because of the Kante signing that we just made. Keita, make something magical happen for me here, or just give away the ball. Not like this. Not like this. I'm going to lose again. Alright, I've learnt my lesson. 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 Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He's just come back from injury. Literally first game back from injury. I've had 3 injuries in one game here. We've won. I can take off the hat. Freedom. I can't believe it. I've been shot. There's 2 more injuries to look at. I don't want to look at the other injuries. Okay, twist a knee. Breathe. Next injury. Breathe. Breathe. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. You want a new deal for Moreno, do you? No. He doesn't want to sack his agent. PSG are monitoring Moreno. See you later. See you later, Moreno. I just realised both my first choice centre backs are in. When is Matip back? We actually might have a big problem here. We'll have Rodrigo available. Lenglet might actually have to play centre-back for us. For Chelsea away. This is so ridiculous, these injuries. All to centre-backs, like any position. I'm so sad. I've got a big problem here. Okay, Matip isn't ready to play. Asensio is injured, so Bobby goes in. Origi goes onto the bench. Centre-backs, Rodrigo's going to have to play. It's going to have to be Lenglet. Like, I brought him in last year. He hasn't actually played for us. He doesn't actually look that bad as a ball-playing defender. Like, he's not great, but he's 22 years old. I think he can do the business. I believe in him. We brought him in for this situation here. Is that the team I want to go with? If you've got any score predictions, get them in now. I think that's the team we're going to have to go with. So it's going to be Rodrigo Caio. Is that how you say his name? Caio? He gets injured a lot. He's injury prone, as you can see here. So I'm a little bit worried. Get the hat ready. I mean, the hat goes on if I bottle it, not if I lose. Just to be clear. The hat isn't something I wear like out of shame when I lose a game away from home against Chelsea. Right. I believe we're going to win. We're going to win. Straight from kickoff. Just make my day. Never mind. Is Kante playing today? I didn't even check. Let's just have a quick look. He's not playing today. That hat goes on if you bottle it or lose. That's the rule. It's not a great start. It's not a great start. I was hoping for a better start to the game. I mean, the fact that we don't have our starting two centre-backs is kind of problematic when defending set pieces. I can't help but feel like that is a disadvantage to be at. I hate this game. Go on, Bobby. Go on. Finish it. Oh, he saved it. Lenglet for... Reverse bottle job for free win. I wish. I mean, at least we're creating chances, right? I'll take it. It's that Lenglet's goal. It's Lenglet's goal. Let's go, Lenglet. Let's go, you little Frenchman. This definitely shouldn't be his goal for the record. Coutinho, I mean, he's headed it in. He's headed it in. I'll take it. Lenglet, you little Frenchman. Come on, hat-trick for Lenglet. It's going to happen. Someone wrote it in the chat earlier joking. I'm serious now. It's going to happen. Oh, Moreno wins it. Reverse bottle job incoming. I can feel it. I can feel it in my fingers. I can feel it in my bones. Dele Alli. He scores to end my woes. It's 2-2 here. That was quite a good little poem. I'll take that. I sold Lovren to Guangzhou Evergrande in China. Dele Alli. Bang. Pick that out. Dele Alli, Keita and Kante in the same midfield. That is going to be terrifying to play against. I'll love it if we beat them. Oh no, don't do this. Nice header away. No. No. Zuma. No. I mean, Kurt Zuma literally couldn't do that in real life if he tried. Literally would never happen. Literally. No. No, that would not happen. Kurt Zuma could not do that on a football pitch. Literally never going to happen. Someone's now going to find a goal that he scored that's just like that one. Never. Match engine's broken. Fix it. Kurt Zuma is dominating the match. Just the idea of a centre-back dominating. Right, we owe Chelsea after last game. Boys, step up. Improve. I believe in you, boys. I believe in you. Conte, he's talked crap about me. I'd love it if we beat them. I love it. And what he said about Emre Can doesn't deserve that. And he better hope he can go to Stamford Bridge and get a result. Because I'll love it if we beat them. Oh, I'll stop now. I'm not Kevin Keegan. I should have made some subs. I was too busy doing a Kevin Keegan impression. It's probably too late now. But we'll make the changes anyway. 3-2 is not a bad result against Chelsea or everyone. They are the champions in game as well. 3-2 is okay, right? I'm far from pleased, boys. I'm far from... What have we done? I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. The unbeaten run's ended. We couldn't match Manchester United's unbeaten run. I mean, we're still fourth in the league, right? Okay, we actually need to beat Spurs now in this next game. This game actually has a lot of meaning suddenly. And I might also want to rest players who might need a rest. I feel like the injuries have kind of screwed us over here. I'm going to be completely honest. But I can't complain. You know, I've got to make the most of the situation that I have here. There's no point in blaming the game, the injuries. I've just got to get on with it now. Hey Jack, remember when you said you wouldn't shoot until 1? Yeah, I now realise it's almost 1. I'm going to do this Spurs game. We're going to beat them. I'm going to remove the hat. I'm going to walk away from my desk proud to end the stream. I will say at this point, if you have been enjoying the stream, hit the follow button. If you've really been enjoying it, consider hitting the subscribe button. If you want to subscribe here on Twitch, you get some emotes. Or if you don't want that long-term commitment, you want this to be a one-night stand with me, you can just give a one-off donation if you enjoy the videos and enjoy the stream. The link is down below my face. It is greatly appreciated. And yeah, it does help me out. If you lose to Spurs, will you wear the hat until the next game? No, until the next stream? Yes. I'll play the Watford game if we lose against Spurs, just so I can get rid of the hat. Bonachetti's development's been good. That's good news. Did I set up his development? I did. We're training to play as a striker just in case. I'm not happy. I will say this hat got delivered to my work and I did wear it all day at work. Did get some weird looks. What's Pochettino said about me now? What's he said? I saw him in the news. Where was that? What's he saying about me? Weren't the space openly question your managerial method? I don't remember that. I took Work's comments as advice rather than criticism and appreciated it. In our jobs, we have to constantly adapt and develop. Basically, Pochettino, he agrees that he's crap. Do I charge for one night, Jack? Just a little bit. Look, there's a small charge. Does it say Ramdeuter? Yeah. So if I turn Ramdeuter, that probably didn't help. Maybe you could read the whole writing on the hat. I will say people at work were like, "Oh, what does that hat say, Jack?" I'm like, it says Ramdeuter. They're like, "What's that?" And then you have to explain. I'll tell you what. Bastoni might be ready for first team football next year. At 18, he looks insane in centre back. He looks like he could be really, really good. I'm excited. Am I training his tackling? I am. Okay, that's good, because that's what I was about to set it to. Alright, this is going to happen now. We're going to get the result that we need here. Keane's still injured. Matip could actually play. I think will actually play this game. I think we're playing for Lenglet. He did get a goal on his debut, but Rodrigo Caio is the better player. Or Caio. I don't know how we say his name. Does it matter? It probably does matter, his name. But not to me. Has anyone struggled for form recently? Klein's not had the best run of form. Benachetti struggled too. Might start Woodburn. Nah, I can't do that. That's a bit silly. I think we'll go with this. We'll go with this and see how we get on. Any predictions? Any predictions for this next game? We're taking on Spurs. What are we thinking? If we lose them, we will drop out the top 4 and I will panic. I don't know what's happening, chat, but up arrows are apparently popular now. 5-0 Spurs. Dele Alli sent off. I bloody hope not. I might actually lose my poo. I was going to say a different word, but I don't want to swear. So we'll use the word I don't want to lose my poo. But it doesn't really have the same ring to it, does it? I tried. The expression to lose... I'm not even going to repeat it again. It makes no sense. Not like this. Okay. Donnarumma saved it. We're okay. Breathe. 3-0 Liverpool, half-time Spurs, full-time 5-4. Please no. Please no. Emre wins it. Nathaniel Klein. Don't get sent off, whatever you do. Bernachetti. Options on her. Dele Alli. Bobby. Bobby... He misses so many chances. Why? Why, Bobby? Why? So I'm like rubbing my head as if it's going to make sense to me. Bobby. Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Bobby the bottler. He bottles a lot. I'm not happy. This hat is really uncomfortable. I will say that now. Right, can we make something happen this time? We've got a lot of options forward here. This is like the dream scenario. Lallana's going to score the winner. Please no. If Sturridge comes on off the bench and gets the winner, I will actually like not stream ever again. Luan, he's injured. He can't do anything. He's injured. Offside? No. 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 Okay, it's offside. I hate this game so much. No. We need some help. We need an intervention. Boys, we've not been good enough tonight. Tonight is the night that we turn things around. I believe in you. This is it. This is it. Southgate dreamed it would beat them all. You don't really play the long ball, do you? Second half inspiration. This is how we do the anti-bottle. I believe. I believe. Raise your Vidukas. Raise them. Mark Viduka. We're going to concede again, aren't we? Counter. Hold up the ball if you need to. There's no point in running into the middle of nowhere, is there? Alright. Coutinho. Moreno. Lovely. Oh, he's hit the wood. What? I'm not mad. But we do need to change things up here. No, Dele Alli play at centre attacking mid. Thiago Maia come in. Benachetti been awful recently. I'm not upset. I am upset. I can't even hide it. I am genuinely upset at Football Manager. Like, you look at this game. There are 2 half chances and nothing. Oh, now we got another centre back injured. Are you joshing me? Not like this. Look who scored. Mark, you couldn't help me. It was going all well. You know, second in the league, unbeaten, loving life. It was all beautiful. Sunshine and rainbows. Not a worry in the world I had. And yet here I find myself now in 5th place in the league. With Dele Alli just shooting from anywhere. 'Tis but a distant memory. 'Tis but a distant memory. Another centre-back injured. Brilliant. Thank you. I'm so upset. I've had so many injuries to centre-backs. So many unfortunate results. I mean, we've got Watford next. It can't get worse. Kante's going to be available for that game. I win that game and then I can go to bed a happy man. I, for one, look forward to it. Oh my God, I'm so salty. So salty. Just continue forward. See you later, black shiny things. It's now Watford. I mean, we've got to beat Yeovil, right? That's got to be a free win against Yeovil. If we lose against Yeovil, I don't actually know how we should do. The thing is, this system last year had the second best defence in the Premier League and the best goal scoring percentage, like best goal scoring rate. The system itself is fine. Okay. Emre Can is wanted by Barcelona. I want 65 million for him, and he's yours. We'll see if anyone comes in for him at that price. At least we've got all our new players in, right? Right? We've got Moise Keane in. Look at it, it's going to be beautiful. One for the future. Best regen in the game, ain't that right, Benji? Got Bruno Martins, another great player for the future. He's going to be a sexy little regista. Look at him. Who else we got? Kante. KC is a defender. But I need to train his jumping in the air as well because he's bad there. Ronnie is a centre-back, but he's never going to be a good centre-back. We're going to train him to play wing-back. And then Kante, first team. Beautiful. It's all going well. It's all going well. I'm not going to bed until I win a game. And Yeovil won't count as a game won. I'm a bit sad. I mean, maybe I should play Kante at centre-back. Right, I do need to register the players. That's usually something that you should do, you know, when you bring in a few new players to the team. It's recommended, is what I'm trying to say. So we'll register Mr. Kante himself. Oh my gosh, my team is so tired. I literally don't have enough centre-backs. I mean, Lenglet, you're playing. My team's exhausted. I mean, I assume the other team is going to be in the exact same boat here. I guess I could play Lenglet and Theo Hernandez if I want to have fresh legs. And then Thiago Maia can play there. Keita's too tired. But Wijnaldum can play. If I swap out Firmino for Kante. But then I do want Firmino on the bench. I think this might be the best setup we can go with. We kind of have to compromise here. I'm hoping that Watford are going to be really tired. So get your predictions in. What will Kante's match rating be on his debut? What difference can he make? Can he add the needed defensive steel in the team? Can he do it? That's the question. I'm really curious actually, how tired are Watford's players? Okay, they are really tired. They are playing a player on 68% condition to start the game. That makes me feel better. They'll probably now win really comfortably, but I feel better to start the game, and that's something, right? So Kante's average rating 6.6, 6.1, 7.1, minus 12. Interesting, yes, 7.0. No one's predicting a good debut. I think that's worth noting. No one's predicting him to set the world alight. I can't say I disagree with them really. Coutinho's injured, so that's a good start. It's only a facial injury. He'll be okay. You can continue on. We'll put you a little Batman mask on. Now, Leng... Are you... Why? Why? What have my centre-backs done to you, Miles Jacobson? What have they done to you? Real talk right now. What have my centre-backs done to you? That is like the 5th centre-back to get injured. Lenglet's been injured. Matip's been injured. Sakho's been injured. Keane's been injured. Cal's injured. It's literally 5 first-team centre-backs injured in the same month. I mean, thank you for the deflected free kick that's gone in, I guess. Like 5 first-team centre-back injuries in the same month is absolutely mad. In December of all months, which is like the busiest month. That is just bad luck. Okay, well 1-0 up at half-time. I'll take it. I mean, they've got to get more tired. They've subbed 2 of their defenders. Pereira is dead. I mean, we should step this up in the second half. We have better legs than them. I am tempted to take off Coutinho. I'll take him off for Firmino. Don't worry, guys. Opens up the possibility of a bottle. If you don't play any centre-backs, then they can't get injured. I'm trying to do, you know, the memeing thing where it's like the guy... You know the one I'm on about. They probably get injured in training, to be fair. Kante, lovely ball to Moreno. Ball across. I mean, they're going to score now, aren't they? Nice block. And Donnarumma holds on to it. Everyone relax. Breathe a sigh of relief. I do have the centre-back Bastoni. He's in the under-23s, but the way things are going, he may be needed for the next game against Yeovil. Bobby, score this. Make me relax. Never mind. Just kick it at Gomez. It's been an interesting stream today. I said it was going to be a short one. It's now 1:10 in the morning. 25 minutes left. We've got this, surely. Let's just score one more. Make it comfortable for me so I can go to bed happy. Klein, Bobby Firmino, thank you for actually hitting the target. Thank you for scoring. I mean, we have dominated this game, so it's nice to finally get in the lead. I'm just waiting for Teo to get an injury now. One last change. We'll bring on Woodburn, I think, for Dele Alli. Do you play attacking very fluid in every tactic you make? No, I don't actually often use very fluid at all. This is the first time I've used it this year in FM. I tend to play attacking more often than not. We've won. It's over. The curse is that I've taken it off too soon. It's over. I can take it off now. My hair's ruined. I mean, it was ruined before, but... Thank you. Thank you. Right, guys. Thank you for watching this today's stream. Hopefully you've enjoyed. We did move back up into the top 4 with that, so that's a nice little relief. And I mean, when you consider the games that we've played today on stream, we've had Chelsea, Tottenham, you know, Arsenal and United as well. We've had some pretty tricky games today. We played a lot of games today now I look at it, actually. How many games did we play? 17 games? That's not bad going at all in about 3 hours. But yeah, we're going okay halfway through the season. We're in 4th. Spurs have got a game in hand, but we are 6 points ahead of Arsenal. So it's not a bad situation to be in. Our goal difference is pretty decent as well. But anyway, yeah, as I said, hopefully you enjoyed. If you are new to the stream, obviously hit the follow button. If you're really enjoying, obviously you can still donate. You can still leave a subscription. They are greatly appreciated. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next stream. This will be going up on YouTube as well. So if you're watching on YouTube and you've got to the end, write #bottle as a comment. Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you, stream. I will see you guys next time. Is anyone streaming at the moment? Let's have a look. Is anyone streaming Football Manager? Is anyone streaming Football Manager who we can raid? Let's just have a quick look. How do you find out who's streaming? Oh, One True Nerd streaming. Go and raid. Go and raid One True Nerd. Ben left the link. Go there. One True Nerd. Great YouTuber as well. He's streaming at the moment. Let's go show him some love. He's doing his homegrown Hotspur save, which if you've been watching on YouTube, you might want to see some more of. Anyway, that's all from me, guys. I will see you next time. From me, work the space. I'll talk to you guys in a bit.